throw up
He's
discontention
talking to the
between us. I
comment.
never said
love,
anything
but
bad
love.
about
Don't
that
hold it
woman.
back, Jazz.
Only
Ah,
listening
Jazz,
to
don't
you,
help
baby.
it.
Go
Don't
ahead
say
and
it,
No,
tell
no,
Jazz.
me.
no.
You don't
He's
want to
trying
do
to
the
cause
same.
problems.
Don't say
Jazz
it.
has a question after I finish the super chat, and then
Don't say
I'll
it.
give 5 minutes for Mel and for Love to have whatever that was having before. HQ, $2 saying Black Book taking man to school. Yes, yes, yes. He's on the back, but he will pull up in a second. HQ reacts $2. Take them to school. Black Book. Shout out to my boy Black Book. He's in the building. Chef comes in with another untouchable membership. I
The
appreciate you.
untouchable empire, baby.
Thank you very much, Chef. We have my boy, not my boy, my girl HQ says Black Book and Cheeky give me hope. The rest of y'all toss ourselves amongst the concrete stair. What? With ends tied? Oh my god. Did you say that we should throw ourselves from a staircase with our ends tied? That's crazy.
She
Jesus
said she was
Christ.
ready 3 months ago, but
HQ to the $2. I in a clan, let's go. I got one girl coming with us. Carl Anderson with a $20 all. Shout out to Carl Anderson.
Here you go, sir. $20. Get yourself some food to eat.
If by food you mean drugs, then hell yeah, bitch. I'm about to get fucked up.
Thank you very much. Carl, he says ladies first, ladies second, ladies forever. Thank you very much, Carl. We have Doughboy in the building, and he is back with the untouchable emoji. Shout out to you, brother.
oh Lord.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Donnell, my brother Donnell says, Jazz said on End on Show that she was a virgin.
People say a lot
I've
of
never
shit.
said that. What?
Oh shit.
I've never. What?
She said you are lying, Donnell.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was you, baby. I don't do
Striking it
that.
rich, $2, saying Maggie sexy and talented. Damn, inflation is real. And finally, we have my brother Boogie. He's saying shout out to Fatty Ali, Damon, Melanin, and Jazz. The only one I like to look at but disagree with 100%. Shout out for my boy Boogie. Thank you very much for tagging us on all our clips, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for all the support. And we got my boy Jet Live with 10 untouchable memberships. Thank you very much. Those are $50. Salute, salute, salute.
$50 for lobster? Damn.
It's okay, baby. You got this.
Bitch, you AI. You ain't that special.
Hey, did you know I saved 50% on my car insurance by switching to Geico?
Well, I just made this $50 AI animation to not give a fuck.
So we are going to go back, but first, Jess, what was the question that you had real quick? Back and forth, and then we go to the main event. Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. I was just gonna.
No. You can actually voice your grievances.
I was
It's
just
fine.
gonna ask like. I was just gonna ask like, why do so many people pay in these super chats to like say mean things? But that's just a me thing trying to figure it out. It's just weird. Calling women roast beef, saying derogatory statements like unprovoked. It's like, are y'all okay? Are y'all deprived of that much attention that you have to go out your way to pay to talk shit? Like, I
That's
don't know.
light, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're a beautiful
people.
woman, and you
That's
would
a
never
sidebar
do that. So they-
conversation. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah, the shit people say for free is way worse, baby. It's
So
It's just weird. It's like
So Jazz, I will tell you this, right? And I think I had this conversation with you before. That's when it comes to the game. If you want to see
it's the game.
people, if you like, because this we think that this is just like this space. Go and see the comments of the public offender dude when we went to his show, and go see the comment. I literally posted on my community tab for the members, people that were very close to us at a certain point on the comments. We try to expand. We try to get out of here. We try not to be messy and all that shit. Go to the comments, call us pedophiles and all that. So this is what comes with the game. So it's not personal, and especially you are in the making for a while. If we want to make it on this space, the comments are the comments. The chat is the chat. Cheeky got a clip posted of him a couple of weeks. The chat is the chat. The internet is the internet. Shout out to Angry Man. It is what it is. Comes with the territory.
it was just
It comes with the it comes with the territory, Jazz, because even Jesus had haters.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
I
Shot Jap.
I agree. It's interesting to see how so much people.
Jazz, you don't got Twitter? You don't
It's
got Twitter,
called
Jazz?
negging. It's called negging. They're
Get you a
bringing you
Twitter, Jazz.
down
Jazz, create a Twitter.
I don't
because
want
they
to get a
feel less
Twitter if
than
it's
you.
nothing but negativity. You know what
We
I'm
They're
love
saying?
the
negging.
That's
It's
what we're
cat.
trying
hard
to
to
tell
neg,
you.
like you
This is
said.
light.
They
This
gonna
is
hate.
light.
Yeah,
We
We gonna
love the
make you
cat.
awake.
that's just life. So shout out to Princess Cammy, one of the untouchable finest. Say, salute to the beautiful people. Great show.
Is that Cammy? That
Yeah, that's
long
Princess
time?
Cammy. Absolutely.
Hey,
I know.
Cammy.
Yes, Princess Cammy. Shout out to Cammy, and then Paper Trail Shorty saying, "Ooh wee." I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Jet Life for truly
Shout out
supporting and
to
rocking with
Mr.
us.
Poop.
He says, "Ladies first." So, Melanin and Love, do you have anything to say? Because I stopped the fight because I don't like just fighting for fighting. But there's actually,
Who playing music?
damn,
I
who
kind of
got
feel like
who?
Melanie is a pick me. I feel like she's
Of
pandering
Whoa!
course
to
you
Who
the
got
do.
this?
male
Because
audience.
this
People having band
Of course.
practice.
I do. I feel like
Of course.
she's pandering
Chicky,
to
that's
the
Cheeky,
you.
male.
that's Cheeky. Cheeky, what the hell
Chicky,
is
that's
this?
you, Chicky. What's going on, Chicky?
Damn, Cheeky has a band over there.
Yeah, goddamn Mardi Gras, Chicky. What the fuck? Chicky and Mardi Gras, ain't it? A college
Hey,
season. What the hell going on?
I'm muting this
that's
dude.
definitely Chicky.
Yeah, that's Cheeky
Chicky,
muted.
what's
That's crazy.
going on? You got band practice today? That's crazy, man.
I want to make sure that, and please let's talk about the topics, not the people.
HBCU.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair.
Okay, like about the objectification part, the woman being more important than man and all that. Hey, Mel, do you want to address anything that she said there, or
A woman will never be more important than a man. That's not even in the natural design of things. You do not come before a
So,
man. You are not more important than a man. Period. That doesn't mean you
so
are not great,
melanin,
but you do
Chicken
not
do
come
you
love.
before.
Let
I'm
her
believe?
not
finish.
done.
Love.
I'm
Let
not
her.
done.
We just talked about it. Let her land.
Okay,
You gonna get you the second person to talk. She
okay, I'm
talking to
sorry.
you,
Go
so you
ahead.
gonna get to
You
talk.
said
Let
they'll
her
never
finish.
be more important than a man.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that a woman is not great, but you are not more important than a man. That rhetoric can cause
The,
catastrophic issues thinking that you come before a man. You don't.
is a man more important than a woman?
Yes,
It's a yes or
Why?
no. Okay, so you think men are more important?
Why?
Why?
because
Yeah.
they are the head.
Of what?
Why are they the
Everything.
head though? Why are
The
they the
Tag
head
team.
though? Why?
Because
I
God
think it,
said
Why
so.
is that?
Because divine
How
order
do
said
we
so.
know? How do we know that God said so? Every religion thinks they're the
well,
right
we can
one.
take
How
it
do you
beyond
know that
God.
you're
There's a
right?
lot of messed up stuff in the
How
Bible.
do
In the
you
Bible,
know? How do
Numbers
you know you're
31,
right?
in
Where is
31:18,
it written that makes you correct? Since
it's
Yeah,
not
when?
anywhere. I'm not trying to
yeah, but we
force
can.
my
Okay,
values
then.
on
So it
anyone.
is
When I
written.
do
It
works
is
for me,
written.
but
It
you're
is written,
saying
and you can
it's
find
written.
research.
Okay, it's also written in that same Bible in Numbers 31:18. Go and take every woman that hasn't laid with a man and keep them for yourselves. They were talking about
Good job.
plundering the women and keeping them as sexual
No,
slaves. Is
they were
that
talking
correct?
about
You
providing
believe in a
covering for
God that
women
would
without a man.
condemn a homosexual before they would condemn a pedophile. The Bible got everything to
What
say about the gay
the
people. It
thing?
ain't got
So
shit to
love,
say
love.
about the
What I
pedophiles.
want to do with you
It's not
is
correct.
you move all over the place. Okay, stick
It's
in
all
one spot and let's
connected.
address it. You can't just keep throwing
Okay,
out
you're
all of
saying
these
you go off
statements
the
with no.
Bible. I'm telling you the Bible is incorrect and that it was written by men. And there's no way to verify that it is the actual word of God. There's no way to verify or not verify. So what are we talking about? It's the
Do you
head because
one
you're
sec,
upset. But
one
just be
second, we
mad
have
in
to
your
breathe,
life at that.
we have to breathe. Hey, Love, every time you finish a statement, say it, I concede the mic, so she knows when she has to talk. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yes, just don't
What
say I
proof
digress.
outside? Sorry.
And don't ask 37 questions in a row.
Yes.
What proof? This is one question. What proof outside of because the Bible says so, do you have that the man is the head? Like, what in your life lets you know that?
Men have built this world, not women. Is that good enough for you?
But every man, there
Is that good
can't be
enough
a
for you? Yes
man.
or no? Is that good enough
No,
for
it's
you?
not
Yes
good
or
enough
no? Okay.
because it's
What's your
not good
next
enough
question?
because every man comes from a woman. There is no man without a woman.
Can
Period.
you make a child without a man? Yes or
I
no?
could make it with his
Yes or
sperm. He doesn't
no?
even need to
Yes
be
or
there
no?
physically.
Comes
Isn't
from.
that a
Neither do
man's
you.
Yes.
sperm? That is
You
a
can
Neither
man's
do
make it
you.
with
sperm.
his sperm. He doesn't have to be
His
present physically.
sperm. His sperm. So you
Right.
can't get it done by
So one
yourself.
is not better
And
than
if
the
and if your
other.
egg
They're
is not
both
fertilized, they
necessary.
don't mean
But
nothing.
that's
His
what
sperm
you
is
said.
actually
You
alive.
literally said the women were superior.
Yeah, that's what
They
you said.
are
You said the woman
superior
were
because they're
superior.
more necessary, but it takes two to
No, they're
create
not
life.
more
Look,
necessary
this
though.
They
mindset,
are more necessary. You cannot have a baby without a womb. Period.
You
You
cannot
cannot
have a
do it.
baby without sperm.
Okay, but once the
And hold
sperm
on, I don't know
is
if you know
there, you
this.
don't
Wait, wait,
need
Why
wait.
a
is it a
man. You
competition?
need the
We're
woman
it's
at
equally
not
every
because it
valuable,
stage.
needs
guys.
to
There's
Because
be
she
not a
made the
part.
claim.
You're
Jazz,
in the
it's
fucking
we
not.
don't
space. You
make it a
don't need the
competition.
woman.
We don't
Hey,
make
one
it a
second. Hey, one
competition. There is
second.
no competition.
Because she made the claim. Nobody was saying men and women are better or worse. She
She
literally
said
said women are better than men. And the question now is why? This is a
Can I
question.
just say something real
Because they
quick?
Absolutely.
I just want to say, like I respectfully, like I see both sides, but I just have to just respectfully disagree because the idea, the truth of the matter is that value isn't determined by gender. It's shaped by like humanity, the contributions that you put out into the world, your character, the roles that you play in your
That's
family.
not true.
yeah.
Can you let
the
her finish, please? God damn
No,
it, love.
That
Love,
wasn't
you
love.
BA,
That wasn't
love,
you
love.
be
love,
That
love.
wasn't
yelling and
love.
boo.
that
I'm
wasn't
not
even
No,
That
true.
was
talking
no,
to
Ellen.
you.
no, love. It's just self,
No,
like, restrain
That
yourself.
was
Like,
Ellen though.
That
You
was
want me to
me. I'm
talk?
sorry.
oh, no, wait. You know what, friends? I want to apologize to love. I don't know where I was going. I was looking at my phone. So, love,
stupid.
I am stupid, and I apologize. Guys can go ahead and finish your statement. Go ahead, Jess. I was looking down, and Melanie, you better watch it. Go ahead, Jess.
Thank you. So like I was saying, like I don't understand like the who's more valuable conversation when we're both equally valuable to each other. It's not a competition and we don't rise in progress by diminishing one another. The true progress happens when we recognize that both women and men are valuable and then our strength and collaboration is what's valuable, not the hierarchy. Women
What?
have historically been the backbone of like movements, families, economies, culture, and often doing it with the least support. You know what I'm saying? So, like from raising children, holding our households together, leading
You're
innovation.
monologuing.
Oh,
Like, yes, there are men. We know that our men have the brunt and the brawn to build, but we also
okay.
know that women contribute to advancements of society as well. We've
Yeah,
contributed greatly. I don't think it's a
Just let her
competition.
land, y'all. Please let her
yeah,
finish.
yeah. But
Let her
she.
finish. Fantastic. Just
Okay.
I know, but just let her finish. Just let her, please.
I'm done.
And then,
Thank
and,
you.
Okay. Well. Okay.
go ahead.
So
So
what?
all the things you're saying though that they're afforded to you by men. You
Thank
can't
you.
provide for the children without the men protecting and building things for you to do. You can't contribute anything to the culture and all these things without men providing you the safety. You
So
can't do any of the
fantastic.
things.
I
Go ahead.
agree with you. I'm not trying to say what I bring is better. We need each other for those reasons.
Hear me out though, but still there's so hold on. You're still admitting to the point of where one
Because
allows the
American,
hold
because here's the
on,
thing, if we go with that logic, fantastic, then that would mean that okay, well then who is a man without a woman's womb to continue his
Well, he's
legacy?
a
yeah,
man.
that's
He's
not
always a
biological.
man. He's a
And
man
I'm
regardless.
not refuting
His
that. So I'm
value
not
is in.
yeah, so I'm not refuting the biological. What we're saying is once we're here, right? And even in that, right? The man is like you said, if you had one man and 100 women, society continues, right? You got one woman and 100 men. You see what I'm saying? So the man can literally see the earth, right? You have a few men, you can keep population going. You need far less men. That shows how important he is. The fact that one man could literally start a whole civilization and a whole thing, that's not the case with women. That's not. You
Okay,
can't.
well, and,
A
and,
woman
and
can only
that's what I'm
complain
saying.
about
And
one
that's
man
what
at
I'm
a time.
saying. Like, instead of it's me over you, it's us together that makes this thing.
That
We're,
doesn't.
we're
That
not
I
can't
don't
arguing
be
that. What
understand
we're
why
gonna
because
say,
there's no
you're
that can't
refuting.
be. It can't
Hold on.
be
competition. Why
equal.
is there
Hold
an
on, just
objection?
real quick. It can't be equal because you are born with your value and the things that a man has to
No, that's a red
accumulate
pill
his
talking to me,
value.
baby. That's
It's
not
on.
facts.
Yes, it
Right.
is. What are you talking about?
No, it's
So you're not
not.
born. You're
Because
not
here's
born
the
with
thing:
your value. Are
men
you
are
born
born
with
with
your
value
Hold on,
value?
too.
Are
hold on,
you
Melanie.
born with value?
Hold on,
Men
Melanie.
are born.
Let her rebuttal. Let her rebuttal,
Men
Melanie.
are born with value too. I don't understand why you all
Oh my
feel like
god.
people aren't born just because. Like I just don't get the whole
What,
competition.
what is what
If
is
you're
our
in
value
a
exactly?
situation,
What is our value exactly, Jess?
Yeah.
you're a human being born into this
No,
world. You're a
no,
valuable
no, no.
person by nature.
I'll get that to you, right? All human life is
It's
value.
valuable. That's
Okay, no,
what I'm
that's that, no,
saying.
that's fair, right? But that's the thing.
Arguing that.
We know for a fact that we are all dripped up in Nike and we have Samsungs and iPhones and computers and cameras because there's a tremendous amount of pain on the other side of the world where these people are producing this shit for us. So technically, they don't have no value at all, right? Even though we might want them to have value, there's a bunch of people starving and dying right now, and nobody gives a shit about them. So it kind of seems like our value is a little bit more than them because you redeem. So right when Melanie and Fantastic are saying is that the value that men have a lot of times is we maintain and make sure that the world is running. Women have value by putting our kids in this planet so we can have a next population and we keep going and going and going and going. So depending on the circumstance, some people are going to have value and other people are going to have another type of value, but in with all the respect, if we had the same value, there wouldn't be no kids and women first. If we had the same value, there wouldn't be no man stay in Ukraine and the woman can leave and go whatever the fuck they want. If we had the same value, I wouldn't have to stand up for a woman just because she has a titties and a vagina, right?
But that,
So
but that,
Jess,
mhm.
just for me to finish so you can get it, if you get into a train and you recognize that the baby life and the elderly life is more valuable than yours because you make special concessions just to have them around. Why, when you see an elderly woman, when we see a baby, saying that men and women have the same value is a little bit asinine
I
because
I
we
didn't say
don't
it.
deal like even though they might have the same value, I guarantee you if a pregnant lady comes in, everybody standing up because they deem that woman more valuable than the woman that doesn't have a kid on her belly, right? So
I
talking
didn't
about
say
reality versus
I didn't say
ideology.
that our value was equal. I'm just saying we both are, and it's not a competition on who is more valuable because one isn't going to thrive without the other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if
That's
there are
not
no
true.
women, if
That's
there are
not
no
true
women
either,
on
though.
earth and only men, it was self-destruct. And it's funny that you say that men are here to provide and protect and make sure everything is safe. The country, the world has been ran by men for so long. And the current state of affairs that we are in right now do not reflect what you're saying.
Yes,
So
it
what are you
is.
talking about?
Kamala
This is the
literally,
We are
safest.
Kamala,
ran
when
by
she ran for
I will,
office, Kamala had Megan Thee Stallion twerking
I will,
at her.
I will say, so Mel, I apologize. I'll say this, right? And please forgive me. This is not my view. I'm just explaining it, right? Other than incubating our babies, we don't need y'all.
Thank you.
Very respectfully, we don't like other than putting our kids out, we don't need y'all at all.
okay.
And this is what I'm saying about is not that I look at woman as just a carrier of life or all that, but if I'm going to be very pragmatic, the same way I would say we don't need no man other than building everything and building the roads and building the skyscrapers and defending us from other men, all that. Like, if we are going to be very honest, and anybody on the panel can dispute what I say, if y'all keep popping up babies and we have to take care of everything in society, tell me one thing that is stopping right now. Go
I would
ahead.
say if you really feel that you like we have no value outside of just giving you
That's not what I said.
a baby, or you don't need us, or you don't need us. Like you saying like out you just said like outside of giving you a baby, we really don't
Hmm?
need y'all, right? That's what you said. You don't need us for any other
No, no,
reason
no, no, no.
in society, relationships. You don't you men would do better with each other, is what you're saying?
Did you notice that I said just because I'm explaining something doesn't mean that I agree with it? I'm being pragmatic about things, right, Jess?
Okay.
Please correct me. If women kept popping out babies, right? Meaning that our civilization keeps we keep putting babies outside, so we're not getting old and just dying, right? What is going to stop? if women stop doing everything else? What is stopping?
If women decided to not have sex anymore, everything will stop.
But there's the babies part.
Huh?
What?
There's the babies part.
What do you mean
Babies.
the baby
Oh,
start? What do you mean?
hold on, real
No,
quick. Hey,
Because
Jasmine. No,
because
Jasmine,
because
Jasmine.
sex doesn't always.
Jasmine, this is
But
what
wait a
Fatty's
minute,
saying.
Ollie.
No,
But
Jasmine,
sex,
please. I actually just hold on real quick. If you switch all our roles and all we do is put sperm in you and we sit at the house and do nothing, what would happen to the world? It would
Crumble.
it would
I
crumble.
would. If oh my God, if women were able to be in positions of power the way
That we're
men
in.
do, oh my, I don't think there would be any wars.
Why are
I
you
don't.
automatically?
I
No, hold on.
think we would
No,
have
Jazz, you went straight to that. Jazz, the
Yeah,
plumbers, the
power.
electricians, the builders,
Thank you.
everything. The
Infrastructure.
philosophers, the inventors, the
You don't
writers,
think
the builders.
there are women? There one
I
of the
got
biggest
you, love.
There's
buildings.
women that do all of that.
How many women work on the
Why do
oil
y'all
rig?
But a
think?
woman
Why do
can't
y'all
learn it.
think that
How
women
many
aren't
women work on
capable?
the oil rig? Hold on.
Why
Wait.
wait a minute, but wait a minute. Y'all have to stop thinking that women
Go
are
ahead,
not
Jess.
capable of
That part.
building
Speak
things.
on it.
The things that
Why
you're
don't you
using
do it
right
though?
now.
So,
The
Jazz,
things
answer the
that
Because
you're
we
question.
using.
have been cut out. It's not accessible
No,
to us.
that's
The
a
boys
lie.
don't
No.
want to let us in the
Stop.
club.
Can
That
we
part.
not
No,
do this?
that is
We
a
had to
lie.
fight for the right
The
to
fact
enter
That is
that
the
a
club.
y'all
What do
lie.
you
think.
mean?
Hold on.
The fact that
Now
y'all think
you're
women have
lying.
not.
Hold on.
The fact
Now
that
you're
y'all
gaslighting.
really think
Hold
that women
on.
have not contributed to society in
That's
any
not.
way,
And
shape,
no,
or
you
form
haven't.
No,
And we
that's
is
can,
not
we
what
can
crazy to
point
me.
it
And
out.
the fact that
Jess,
y'all
that's
think
not
that
what
you
we're
will be able
saying.
to
Jess,
thrive.
that's not what we're saying. Jess, I'm
That's
going
what
to.
you're saying.
One, Jess,
You're
Jess,
talking
Jess.
about things that y'all build
No,
with.
it's
Jazz,
because
you
you're
keep
talking
saying
with your
things we didn't.
feelings.
Jazz,
Jess.
you are making arguments that we didn't say,
Yeah,
and
you
that's
are talking with
Y'all
your
are saying
feelings.
like, but y'all need us to build stuff. We
No,
build
no,
stuff
no, no,
too.
Jess, that's
You
not it.
don't. You
Jess,
don't feel
you,
shit.
Jess, you are talking.
One of the biggest buildings in Chicago right now was built by a female architecture. What are you talking
That's
about?
not building.
Design.
Yes.
What are
He
you
made
talking about?
the
We are
Designing
design.
is
He
not
made
capable.
the
building.
Yes.
You
design.
We are.
literally just put your argument.
What are you?
Designing is not building.
What
And
I'm
there are
saying,
far
we
more
have
male
the. What do
architects
you
than
mean?
women.
There are women that work on
No,
construction
no, no.
sites and build
What
houses.
you
Guys, can
Do
we
saying?
women
chill?
90%,
have the
Explain it.
capacity and the
96%
capability to
of
learn
men in
how to
those
build?
fields
And the
are
answer is
men. Are
yes.
Thank
men.
you.
Can we chill? Can we chill? Can you chill, please?
Come
Can
on,
we
man.
chill? Let's do this, please. Okay. Let's talk with our brain, not with our feelings, real quick, so we can get this out of the way and we go to the main event, right? And Jess, like think with me. Women do, for example, most of teaching right now, right? When it comes to not college, but when it comes to like regular school, they are most nurses, right? They are most babysitters. Like they're most fashion more like whatever dominated industry, they are more in HR and all that, right? We can easily replace that. Like we can easily replace that. Everything that a woman does in society overall, for the most part, where they are dominant, even that woman architect that you talk about, we can replace it for Chiki if Chiki is an architect, right? There's an abundance of male architects in that situation. I can be a decorator. Most women dominate the decorator part of the how we're going to put the house like this and like how we're going to design this. We can replace it. The thing that I'm saying is that if women stop to doing their jobs tomorrow, Fairy and Fantastic will not be YouTubers anymore. I will probably be a nurse. Fantastic would be teaching the second grade of English. Chiki would go and try to we can compensate for whatever you guys are doing in society. But if it was the other way around, y'all are not on oil rigs. Y'all can do industrial fishing. Y'all can do industrial farming. Like there's a bunch of things that your body has limitations. So now I want to build a skyscraper, or I want to maintain all of the houses that we are living in right now, and is a very shortage of women that is unfortunately not going to be able to do it because women that work in these fields is an extremely minority.
By
So society,
choice.
yeah, so society will crush
Fatty,
society.
It's
96%
not
are
impossible
men.
for
So
women to do these things,
I
though.
know it's not impossible, but
They
society
can,
will. But society
96%
will.
are men.
Yeah, so
because men don't want to let them in the club, right? They're less
No, they
because
I
don't.
know
men
none
view
of
Don't
these
them as
want to
less
situations
do
don't
that.
have.
competent. Doesn't
He
mean
don't
they
No,
want to
actually
do
are.
that.
if y'all don't have the strength to open a pickle jar, what do you think is happening if I send you from the
I
motherfucking
saw
oil
a man
rig
sitting
to
on
try to
a
get some
YouTube
oil?
channel that couldn't open a pickle jar. I saw
Yeah,
a
okay,
man
yeah.
literally on a
Yeah.
YouTube
Absolutely, no,
channel
no,
Him.
absolutely.
that couldn't open a pickle jar either.
I
So
agree. I agree with you,
I'm
Jess.
in a
But there's the
rabbit hole.
thing. No, Jess, but there's the thing, right? We have the strongest of us, and we have the weakest of us. But there's the thing. Me, Fatty, I'm out of shape. I need 6 months to be next to the strongest of us. Y'all can never upgrade from being a weak
The
female to
strongest woman
a
is
Fatty,
gonna
strong.
can I
You know
ask
what
you a
I'm saying?
question, Fatty?
stop
Can I
for
just
you.
ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Do you think that women would work to redesign the world based on their strengths as
With,
opposed to trying to adapt to male
so
strengths?
this
That would
so
be
so
detrimental.
so let
It's
me
Precisely,
like
let me
bro.
pickle
let me
jars
answer
designed for smaller
let me answer it.
hands.
No, let me answer it. This will be the first time in the history of mankind where woman can actually survive without men. It's called AI generation. It's called highly robotic. Like we now have the technology to put a tremendous amount of not now, but in probably 20 years. We have enough robots to put out there where the woman can just program them, AI can just program it, and society can run without men. But on this society right now of 2025,
No.
woman disappearing from Earth. If we had a baby popping machine that keep putting babies, women are irrelevant because once again,
Yeah,
without other than putting the baby out, they are
I
not
want.
necessary
There
for
was a
the
there was an
society.
old saying. There was a
Rather,
old there was an old comedy thing.
society
Hold on
would
real
be
quick,
better
Damien.
without women,
We've had hold on real quick, Jazz.
Not better.
We've had 4 women, and we can go get the clips that have come on our
but
show
it's not
that
better
talked
with
about
them, right?
we should promote and push a
It's the
matriarchy.
best
And
way
every
to
time they
promote.
said when we
That's
asked
not
them
what
what
we
would
saying, Jazz.
Come
when
on,
we said
fella.
okay,
It is.
yeah, we said what would you do if you can be control the matriarchy and you implement a matriarchy, put the men all to work. Most of women, when they go to compete with us, want to get all the power, but they don't want the
Yep.
responsibility.
Exactly.
So as soon as the women get power again, they will give the power right back to the men, the responsibilities, and you're going to put the men right back in the position to be a patriarch again. All the women we brought up here, every time we ask what you do with the matriarchy, they put the men in those positions to do all the laboring skills, to do all the work, and they just want the power.
And
All I'm saying. Go ahead, little
Damien,
black book.
right? Because I want to understand why Little Black Book was nodding his head. Like you disagree?
It's you know what it is. Again, this conversation is doing what it's doing last time. First and foremost, it's hard to reinvent a world that's always looked one way. It's very hard to look at another way, right? So when we what we call this is called progressive revelation. To understand how the world works, the Bible says that as time goes on, knowledge will progress, right? So it's very hard to tell. It's like asking you, how does the world look with no white people in it?
Oh my God,
Now you,
It
now
looks
you, now you can
brown.
go. No.
I
How would
said
it?
I answered that
How?
very
No,
quickly. It looks
I'm not
brown.
saying. No. We're not so much just being erased. I'm saying how would the world shift and change? Right? It's almost like when you watch a scientific movie and they try to predict what it looks like in 70 years' time. People can have an idea, but oftentimes they're wrong. Right? It's very hard to actually really fully integrate an idea of what something looks like when something is removed. First and second of all, this conversation about whether we had women involved in life and whether who's more equal. First of all, you're talking about vulnerabilities and you want to talk about equality, which is just really crazy. I don't understand how you even mix the two, right? Now, first and foremost, I actually understand what you're saying. We are not equal because equality would mean that we're on the same level. No one can be equal. If we're talking about men and women, they're not going to be equal because I can't give birth to a child. Therefore, we cannot be equal by the definition of the term. The correct term would be how do we have more equity or similar equity in a situation?
Are we
So the
better?
world,
Are we
the
better than
way
them?
no, we're not. So the way that God made us, which is so fantastic, is that you got a penis and someone's got a vagina. And guess what? You can't do the world without her. She can't do it without you. That's the beauty of what I love God, because He makes sure that your dumb arguments about this thing that where
How?
men or women, when women say men are they're higher than men, that's a dumb argument. When men say they're higher than women, it's a dumbass argument
Explain
because you
that.
need each other. You need each
yes.
other in order for this
I
world
No,
to
was
no, no,
work.
no, no, no.
saying,
Now, wait, hold on. Even if it's on a basic, let me just say, even if it's on a basic level, you
Yes.
take all the women out. You keep saying about we can make a machine. We ain't made one yet. So you ain't gonna make one, right? And you go and then what ends up happening is the world ends. So all that talk about we gonna build and you gonna build for nobody. There is no legacy after that, right?
Well,
Oh,
So
actually,
you're
you
gonna
ain't
be
got
you're
no
gonna be talk
kids.
you're gonna be talking on the
actually,
panel
bro.
and there'll be no
so
one
you
to
agree
talk
with
to
me?
because in a few generations it'll be over.
That was
So
my
therefore,
point.
first, no, I hear you. So therefore, there's nothing about being saying that anyone's over the other. There's no over the other. You know what I'm saying to you? We need each other in this game. So that's what I'm saying to you. Like when we're
Yes,
making an argument on either side, I don't like it when the women say it. I don't like when the men say it because it's,
it's
it's
all
not
right.
it's not coherent with what our
You're
current
the one
reality
that started
is.
this conversation, right?
But you
You're
know,
the
but you
one
know,
that
but
started
you know
it.
what you
And I'm
did?
saying she's wrong for
No,
having
no,
saying
no.
that if
You know what
women are saying that. I said that
no,
already.
let me tell you what you did. You
Okay.
pretended that you disagreed with us, and then you circle around and you said, "I agree with y'all." Other
Mhm.
than popping, like, listen. Other than we have to build for the next generation. If there's no next generation, we are building for nothing. That means, other than popping kids, which is the next generation, we kind of don't need them for nothing. That's the reality. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that women are not a great part of society. I'm not saying that women are not a great part of the economy. I'm not saying that women are not contributors for society, paying taxes, having jobs, and all that. What I'm saying is, snapped woman tomorrow and he left the incubator that pops kids, we will still live and we will not suffer at all, other than when it comes to our sexual intercourse and when it comes to actually having women around. And if we replace it, if Thanos snap all men around, society will crumble in 48 hours. So
We
it's
have
No,
sperm
society
banks. We
as
don't have incubators.
hold on. The society as you know it now, yes, will crumble
so what
because we have it
society will call?
because we have it shaped in the way that as men lead. If you were to take us out, that's why I said, how would the world look without white women? If you take us out the game, right? The beauty of the mind is when adversity hits, we find a way to plow through. So going by your analogy, if there was a machine that could do your sperm hitting and they could be left alive with just that sperm, they'd find a way to build in a different way, than what we've built. It will not look exactly the way that we look. We
Well,
have
there's two
the way the
things.
world looks is because we are leading certain. So that's what I'm saying to you. Is the conversation becomes irrelevant because either party, if they found a way to sustain life without the other party, would find a way to shape the world in the way that they want to shape it because you're in
I have a last
the
question.
world.
That's perfect, right? Last question for Tessigari, and then we'll go to the main event. Which one? Let's assume that, like I said, because if you don't agree with us, let's take the giving kids, like birthing kids, right? Because it's a necessity for the propagation of society. Which one is easiest to replace, man or woman?
Men.
What are you doing?
Men.
Sorry, say the question again. Sorry,
Let's
Paddy.
take kids out of the way because it's something that only woman can do. Let's assume that we actually get this machine that pops up kids. Which one is easiest to replace? What woman do in this planet or what men do in this planet?
So we're
That's
arguing the
such
hypothetical
a
over the actual reality.
nonsensical.
Hypothetical, women have
No,
there's
no,
some type of
it's
incubator.
not a
Reality,
nonsense.
men
No,
build
No,
a
no,
sperm
it's
plant.
not.
Men are
hold,
less
hold.
necessary.
Hey, Patty, hold on. Hey, hold on.
If y'all not going to answer questions, y'all don't need to be talking. Okay?
Let me.
It's not an hypothetical at all because y'all do it all the time. Like, remember when Love was saying, if woman was near popping babies, everybody will die. That would have hypothetical.
They
You know
would
what?
though. That's the truth.
You know what I did? You know what I did? I agreed because I'm a mature adult. I am not on the winning and losing shit. So I said, yeah, you are absolutely right. If women stop popping out kids, we would be extinguished, right? So now that we got it out of the way, now you're going to engage with my hypothetical. Which one is easiest to replace if we have a popping baby machine? Man or woman?
So then all of the males would be engaging in
God,
homosexuality.
No,
They
No,
would.
no.
In
That's not
society
saying.
where the women are
You're
not
saying.
present, like say
Yeah,
Sparta,
it's perfect, guys.
That's not what you're saying. That's not what you're saying.
Sparta,
No,
the
we're moving
men was
on. We're moving
raising the
on.
little
No,
boys where the women was
we're
not
not doing that.
present.
We're not doing that.
Hold on, love.
Anything.
Hold on, love. It was
So
Mr.
let me
Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, go for it.
God,
Yeah,
very
we're
important
not doing
aspect. I guess I don't know if people are aware of this or whatnot. Okay, two major things just happened, and both of them happened over in, I want to say, Japan. Okay, it may have been Japan and China, but I know at least one is Japan. Okay, Japan for the first time were able to create it's a mouse experiment, of course. Take two sperm cells and procreate with two sperm cells.
That's not gonna happen though. Like what are you talking about?
Y'all, please don't interrupt.
One, chill out, my nigga.
Y'all saying that's the same
First,
thing.
wait.
That
Okay,
was
so hold
supposed
on.
to
You
happen?
all are saying what can't happen. Okay, shout out to Cheeky. All right, a woman, a man won what? Woman of the Year twice. Shout out to Cheeky. Okay, so all this impossible shit y'all talk about, think about it. All right. So like I said, look this up. Don't take my word for it. They were able to procreate with two sperm cells. Secondly, they just fucking completed an artificial womb that was able to gestate a baby outside of a woman.
That is
Okay,
so scary.
it's scary, but it's true, Jazz. So all this shit, and
We
women
against
don't
that.
understand it.
We should be all
Listen,
against that. We shouldn't
hold
be.
on.
Please stop
Men are
interrupting,
adapters.
y'all.
My bad.
Lord.
Ali.
My bad.
No, it wasn't you interrupting. And Jazz, I know you know how to be respectful on the
Oh, it's
platform
cool.
as well,
Hey,
too.
she
That's why
went.
we love you here.
She
No.
went 20
Hey, fantastic. We want the show to run a certain way.
I got
We
you. My
want to
bad.
show everybody. I don't care if we disagree with you. We don't like you. You the devil arguing with God. Let the devil land his plane. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no. So again, this I don't think women understand just how analytical men are. Right. The thing that women are doing and playing with this whole thing about procreation and like the 4B movement and all these different things and fucking up society, men are like, hey, we cannot give women this level of leverage that they're going to play with the existence of human beings. So a lot of these hypotheticals you guys are talking about, if you understood and you know what's going on, it's literally happening right before our eyes. They keep telling you and keep talking about the reproductive rate for a reason, right? because women are putting off children or choosing not to have children altogether. And if you do not have enough people to replace the people, then society slowly but eventually becomes fucking extinct, right? So what men are doing, and a lot of, because people don't keep up with this shit, and it's just tinfoil hat, and it sounds crazy, and it'll never ever happen. But lo and behold, now we got some motherfucking programs that can motherfucking read, write, and know more than most humans. All right. So while y'all out here playing with this shit, thinking that men are literally making ways and a fail safe for women to be replaced.
So
Okay.
When you say
wait,
procreate,
wait,
what does
wait,
what does that mean?
Before we go so far, let's be fair with both studies, and well, there's more because there's technology where women, or where they've also been able to pull a woman's wool and make a baby without sperm. There we have something that we need to talk about that's bigger than both man and woman. There is a theory or something to replace human beings, regardless if you're a man or a woman. Both technology is helping aid the woman and the man. They're finding ways to do this because there's a human interaction problem that the world is not addressing. Okay.
Yeah,
So yes, what Fantastic saying is true. I've looked into it and read it, and I already knew this was coming. But before that, they have found and have been studying how to make babies without sperm, because they're realizing that human beings are not connecting in the way that we used to before.
Was it successful,
Well,
Chingy?
hold on, but
Yes, it was successful, and it was with animals as well. It's called what I can't remember the name specifically.
It's cool.
But
I'll look it up.
if you
I
look
just
it
said-
up, these things both exist. I'm only saying this because if we're going to just be fair to what is true and what's happening with our technology, that we're looking to replace one another because we're not interacting well enough. Human beings are not adapting well to social things, and that's just a simple thing.
Can we hold on, y'all? Hold on. Can we address y'all? We are moving further and further away from the point. Wait.
Yes.
Fatty point when he said we don't need women wasn't to say that we don't need them and they value about loving and nurturing and procreating and having children. It was about the fact that make the world go round. We don't need them to take those positions. But he said it bluntly as a man. He said we don't need them, right? So I'm gonna give you an example of what. Hold on, Eda man. I'm gonna ask y'all all together, just kind of real fast. Let's pretend that women were dominating the world and they were running a basketball team. It was an all women's league, and then the people came together and said, man, we want our team to perform better. Okay, we're going to start adding men to the league. And the first person put a male basketball team, a male on their basketball team. Their team started performing better. The other girls said, hey, man, I don't like that they perform better. They went and got girls to put on their team. Let's say it was racist, too, because someone wanted to bring race into it. It was just all white team. Then they started getting black women first before the man. Then they put black white men on the team. Then it's all black men. I'm saying this because I have a nephew who play in Thailand, and they had nothing but Thailand players. And one of the teams said, you know what we need to do? Let's put a black guy on one of the basketball teams. You know what the other other Thailand teams started doing? Putting black people on their teams. And now most of their teams are predominantly black. So let me ask the sisters this. If y'all were, let me finish. If we do it the other way, like you said, and I'm just gonna make the statement, and you can rebuttal if you disagree. If you start putting women in those positions when the men are already at the epitome, at the peak of being the creators, the philosophers, the builders, the athletes, the world will get worse if you put women in those positions. And if you can rebuttal that, please respond. And Eda man, if you want to be the first one to do that, that's fine. But every time there's a place, and the same thing where what was Fantastic said, women became a man became the woman of the year twice. But now that men are starting to compete with women, they're getting dominated. And so women go, hold on. These men aren't women. These men are men. And now we're losing a reason to even perform in our own trades, and a reason to go, hey, man, a woman is valuable. You can't just wake up one day and just put on an outfit and go, I'm a woman. But now women are having issues with it because now men are dominating women in the positions where they were dominating without men. So go ahead and rebuttal that, Eda man.
So I'm going to respond to what a lot was said, but I'm going to respond to what you're saying too. See, I think Little Black Book said the most deepest thought here that we pushed over. First of all, if men are no longer in the earth, that means men will no longer be the standard. Women, the strongest woman will be the standard, right? So this idea that we keep trying to compare the women to what was the past, or it's almost like us trying to compare the men of today to the men of the 1,000 years ago, right? They don't exist anymore. And
Right.
then when I'm hearing your point, the point that I heard it was almost like a strong man point when they say, if we replace the things that women do with men need women, the obvious answer is no, but we can go vice versa. If women was to replace the structured jobs, kind of like AI, what he was saying, where they can build cars, they would not need men. So anytime you're replacing what the other ones do, it gives you the lack of needing them, right? And just like they can, like if we go with Fantastic Point is we create this amazing machine that can reproduce without women. We also create an amazing receive that can sustain the infrastructure without strength. Like what we have
No.
in the back.
No. So hold on. Last question, Edie Man. Last question. No, Edie Man.
This
You
is
brought
the
up
one
some.
who said don't
No,
cut nobody
no,
off.
no, Edie Man. You didn't because
Right?
Edie Man.
Go
Only time
ahead.
I cut off is when you
Go
address
ahead.
something I didn't say. We weren't talking about AI machines. We're just comparing women and men together. We're not talking about just machines. So I'm gonna ask you this: since you believe whatever you believe in too, without the implementation of structures and technology and all these things, what does a woman do outside of? And we can't even creating a baby. We're not even trying to compete with them. What does women do better than men?
What do women do better than men? I think women do all the women stuff better than men.
No, I didn't. I said without using the nurturing. Hey,
I'm
Edie
trying
Man,
to answer
Edie
your
Man, Edie Man,
question.
Edie Man. I said
I
without.
let you land.
I told you without that. No,
Queen,
you don't.
You
Man,
let
hey,
one
whoever said my name,
one
don't speak.
person land,
Edie
and
Man,
I'm
Edie
trying
Man,
to land the answer.
Edie
all
Man.
the
I'm
things
not.
I
I'm
say
not gonna do
women
that.
should
Jazz,
do,
please
we do
stop.
better.
Please stop.
One second. One
I'm not
second.
having bad faith conversation with nobody. I told you without
I
using the
think
nurturing.
I'm a dip. So y'all, it was cool. Y'all be safe.
Thank you,
All
Cheeky.
that good shit.
Thank you
Without
very much,
using
Chiggy,
without
for
using
stopping by.
nurturing, without using baby making, without using the woman and things, because we're this is a competition now. Even though Jazz, I told you it's not what we're trying to do. I'm saying if when men and women start competing, don't use let's like saying she can create sperm. Oh, men can create sperm, so they better. We're not using none of that. So I'm asking you, outside of that, outside of our nature, what does a woman do better than men when we start competing with each other?
That's I tried to answer your question. Can I answer your question in full thought? Is that okay with you? Right? So what you're asking, if I take everything that a woman is away from her, what else can she do? And if I ask that same question, if I took everything from what a man is away from what he is, what can he do? The answer would be nothing because now we're asking them to do something outside of their nature.
What?
Women are good at being a woman and doing the things that comes with womanhood. Men are good at being a man doing things. And this is why God said, hey, let's bring these two together.
Why are you pandering? Why? No. I'm not going to let
And
this shit go.
Amy and
Why
that
are you
little black
pandering?
book doing
No.
it too. That little black, they just nodded their
Respectfully.
head.
Respectfully. Hey, either man, you have a construction company. You have from HR jobs to desk jobs to architect jobs to mine in the field jobs to put in the building up jobs to piping to electricity to everything. Tell me one job that the man can do from desk to HR to fucking pipes to water to electricity, and then put the woman on the same jobs and see how much time you're going to have to motherfucking build that shit. Respectfully, you don't have the answer. You can hire 10 men, spread them around and let them do the job. If you hire 10 women, 5 of those women are not going to be able to complete the job because those jobs are very male dominated, and even the rough shit that you could do, they don't have the strength in their hands to actually grab a motherfucking pipe and put it inside of something. So respectfully, can you be honest about it? Tell me one job that clearly you have a man, you put a woman in, you plug a woman, and the woman is clearly better than the man other than popping out kids.
Can I respond in full thought? Is that okay?
The way you want to.
If you
Okay,
engage with the question.
So I have heard you guys say over and over again that, it's more women on this earth in America than men. So I might have to take 2 or 3 women to do what one man does. I believe this idea that the women will not be able to do a construction job. Like the construction's just gonna stop, right? Would it take them a little bit longer? Maybe, because we're still asking them to do something that have been traditionally cut out.
No, Can Damien? Can
You're
you a
gonna say
little black
No,
book?
no, 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 Ali, no, no, no,
No,
don't
we
move it. Hey, Ali, you know why she did the move it? Hey, Emmanuel.
no. Can little fatty?
No,
Can
no,
little
no,
black
it's
boy
not. No,
Damien
it's not.
answer it?
It's not that because there's no need to be moving, right? Did you notice I didn't answer the question? And when he answered, he said it would take a little bit slower. What is slower? Is worst.
Yeah.
What is weaker?
He needs
Is
3
worst.
women.
What is
What's more,
shorter? Is worse. So,
What's more manpower
yeah,
required? Worse.
so the men are better than the
Lower isn't
woman
always
because
But
men.
worse.
listen,
Less
Hold on,
one
efficient.
thing, hold on, to respond, because I got muted. So let
No,
me
no,
He's
no,
responding to his question.
no. It's
I
not.
am literally responding
Hey,
to the
sir,
question. It's
sir.
just not like how y'all not answering the question
No,
how
no, no,
y'all
no,
want
no,
me to
Damn.
answer it.
sir. Can we?
I'm literally
Can
answering
you
the
stop?
question. So to
You have to.
answer your
But
question,
yes, and you
what
can
you're
stop.
saying is,
And you
if
can
I
stop. And you
take,
can. And you can stop. And you can stop. You can stop. You can definitely stop. I'm not Anton, but you can shut the fuck up. Because that's what you do on other panels when you respect these people. When they tell you stop, you stop, right, the man? I know you. When
I'm
Anton tells
muted.
no,
I'm muted. You can keep talking.
what I'm saying is that I'm going to give you your turn. I'm going to give you your turn.
Got cut
But you
off in
want
my
to,
turn.
yeah,
I
but
was
no,
muted me halfway through my turn. What are you talking
the
about?
man.
Okay, guys, get it out so I can respond to you.
The man. Do you know the music by Kanye West? Stronger, faster, whatever the fuck it is. You know that song? No. Mute yourself. I didn't mute you. Go
I'm
ahead.
not muting myself. You keep acting like I'm the one muting myself.
Wait.
Let me put my hands up. I'm not the one who keep pressing mute.
It's only 2
You're
of us.
making it seem like I
Hey,
muted myself.
I will say. 1 second. I will say this is the man. I thought it was just
You
technology.
thought I was just muting, so nobody muted me. I just happened to get muted.
No, and nobody muted you not now. Earlier I did. Not now. Nobody's muting you. No, why would I lie? Why would I have to lie? Why would
No,
I lie?
it's fine. And and 1 second. And 1 second. And I apologize for telling you shut the fuck up. You didn't deserve that. It's my bad. I was just irritated. Right? The question is this, right? There's this music for Kanye West. It's not Kanye West, it's actually Daft Punk, right? Stronger, faster, all of that, right? Can we assume that stronger, faster, taller, all these is something that makes you be better than somebody that is slower, that is shorter, that is weaker?
Absolutely, yes.
If that's the case, can we admit that for the most part, men are better than women because they are taller, stronger, faster? We can.
Listen, yes. So yes to your question, because I want to answer your question genuinely. Yes to your question. But if we say, hey, we only going to measure women on what men are traditionally designed to do, the women will always lose. But if I make a new scale that women traditionally are strong at, men would lose every time. And I know we want to argue that
Give me
that's
an
not
example.
true.
What
Hold
is
on, we
that?
want to argue that that's not
What is
true.
that?
Give me an
Give an
example.
example. He said example.
I give you an example. Caretaking and raising kids. Women are better
They're
than
male
men.
nurses. Men do
No,
that.
no.
Men are fathers. Men are fathers, and
Men are
they're
better
male.
fathers, and y'all,
But
and
they're
men are
not the
better
majority
parents.
who
Hold
does
on.
that.
You want to do
No,
that?
that's not
Hold
the
on,
argument.
But men
Men
aren't
are
the
better.
majority who do the
You
Hold
nurse,
on,
know
hold on.
that.
who
Y'all
do
aren't
the child
listening.
rearing,
We
Jazz,
said
and
if
they're
men
not
in a
the best at it
hey
because
Jazz,
it's
So
naturally
that.
y'all
We
can
said
make
occurring.
the
wait.
argument
We're
for
not
women
arguing.
that they're
Hey,
not the majority of the
Hey,
labor, but we can't make the argument for men. So it's a
hey,
non-argument.
just 1 second, just 1 second. This is why I really think that, like, when they say, "Fatty, going outside," right? My mom used to be a cleaner in a hospital. She, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know that every time they need to move people from beds, they needed to do the heavy duty and all that shit, they call the male nurses to
male
do that shit,
nurses.
Yeah,
right?
because
Like
they're
the male,
heavier.
like 1 second. Every man on the planet can pick up a baby and say, "Bee ba boo boo, go to sleep, boo bee boo bee boo." Like we can do it. We do it this all the time.
You
I
can't breast, you can't
actually,
breastfeed.
y'all keep using
Well,
those. Y'all
obviously
keep
that
using.
part, Jazz.
Y'all are
Come on
going
now.
to
Moving the goalposts.
You
y'all.
can't.
Hold on.
You
Hey Jazz.
Stop
Hey
cannot
Jazz. Hey
moving the
Jazz. Jazz.
goalposts. Why do you guys do that when you don't have nothing to
State the
say?
formula.
Hold on.
Every
Can y'all
woman don't
please? Can
breastfeed.
everybody?
Why y'all didn't
Can
say
everybody
that?
stop? Hey Jazz.
Hold on, I
Because
just
we
need to just
have
say
the
one thing. I
body,
need
our
to.
bodies are
Hey
created.
Jazz. If
Our
y'all,
I
bodies
just,
are naturally
y'all
more.
try to hold every woman to a standard and not hold every man to the
Let me.
standard.
Can I say one thing?
Hold
I just
on.
want to say one thing.
Y'all here say hold on, right? Hey Damien. I mean, Edaman. Edaman could come right back up here. And Jazz, like if you or Damien, you have children. Well, right here, Edaman, you have kids. Who are your kids more likely to listen to? You or your woman?
Who is our kids?
If y'all give them the same demand, if you give them the same command, who your kids more likely to listen to? You or your woman?
My kid. So more likely, I would say me.
Okay, who would they give a hard
What's up?
Number two, who
Okay,
are they
give
more
me
likely?
a second,
No,
buddy.
no, no. Let
Number
him
two,
finish.
who are they more likely to give a hard time? You or your woman?
I think my wife.
There's me playing it, by the way. It's
And
me.
last
No, no,
one,
no.
last
Let
one,
him
last
finish.
one. You got it. Last
Let him
one.
get it all out.
Who would typically more likely implement order in the household to make it function the right way? You or your woman?
I think me.
Now you can go and interrupt it.
Now,
Yes.
let me
I
respond.
need my thumbprint.
What he's talking about is authority versus parenting. It's two different things. I'm a parent. I know these things, right? This idea, just because I have authority over something, it makes me a better parent is bad. Matter of fact, it's a bad equivalent because it's certain things in parenting. Because the good thing about it is I had the chance to watch my wife over these last years. And it's certain things that she have done. I was like, I had no idea that kids even needed that from a parenting point of view. So we just say, do the kids listen to you or not listen to you? That have nothing to do with parenting when it start coming down to the skills of parenting, which is something totally different. And it is proven that women are better parents than men.
They're
And I
better
don't
parents
wanna
under
have
two parent. They are better parents
That
under
is
two
so.
parent households. Single
Thank you.
fathers are
we
better.
know that. Listen, we know that. My argument, Melanie, is we need to be together. Listen, I'm not arguing that men.
Why are we giving her all this praise when she can't get it done by herself and a father can?
No.
Fathers
But I
make
mean,
better
there have been
Fathers not
plenty
children.
getting
of
it done by
children that have
themselves
been
either.
raised by
Listen,
women alone
fathers are
and
not
were
getting
able
it
to
done by themselves.
thrive
Yes, please.
without the
There's
father,
In
and
spite
vice
of,
versa. You know what I'm saying?
in
Like we
spite
can't
of,
keep
not
No.
because
saying
of.
we
Fathers
can't
are
keep
better
saying
at
like
raising
there
children.
there are great
Single
men.
father households are better than single mother households. Like,
no,
But
it's
how
not.
how can you say
Yes, it
that when
is.
we know that
Because
there
they
are
have better
great men?
results.
You
Because
have
they have
better
better
But how
results.
results
can you say that?
statistically.
Wasn't LeBron James raised by a single mother?
Dude,
Wasn't
don't
Barack
No,
put
they
Obama
all
don't. They
Whoa,
don't.
raised
of
by
They
a
whoa,
don't.
single
whoa,
mother?
whoa,
don't
whoa,
They don't want to count those. They don't want to count the single mothers who were successful.
one second,
Obviously, don't know LeBron's story.
because we're getting to. I don't want to say nothing stupid, right? Like, say that one of these biggest sanguinaries in the history of mankind was raised by a single mother too, right? I don't want to do that tick for tack type of situation, but that's kind of a crumb. It's kind of a fallacy. You are picking up LeBron James when you know if I go to prison and I go to the death row and I know to violent crimes, most of those men were raised by single mothers too.
Okay,
So
okay, but there are also a lot more that were raised in two-parent households that have shot up schools that are
No,
G-rated.
No, that's not
Jazz, hold on, no,
true.
Jazz.
That
I got
is
you,
that is
Jazz.
so you
they
tell
said
me
some
every
stupid.
criminal,
Hold
you
on,
tell me
Oh my
every
God.
criminal that ever committed a crime was
What?
raised
No,
No,
not
that's
Jet.
not
raised
Jet.
by a
true.
single mother.
no,
Look,
listen.
one second, friends. One
Y'all
second,
gotta
friends.
stop.
One second, friends.
It's a
Yeah,
fact.
nothing is all, Jess. Okay, nothing
Okay,
is
but
all.
here's what
What
I'm
we're
saying.
saying. One second, Jess. See if you disagree with us, and then you go from there. And then we
Single.
have, we have to go to the main event, friends. Oh, what's
What?
up, Watch? How you doing, sir?
I'm
What
just
up,
saying
bro?
that
Thank you.
Can we all agree?
there are
The
criminals that become criminals that were raised in two-parent households
Absolutely.
that have had the father in the home, the religion in the home, the
but
structure in the
most
home, and
prisoners
they
were
still grow up
Watch.
to
One
be
second.
detrimental,
most
to be
and
most
violent
detrimental to
crime
most
society.
offenders are
So you
single
can't.
mother raised.
Can I
Hold on,
finish?
stop
Hey,
using it just as their
this
song.
is
Stop
Well,
using
that's
their
because they broke, not because they got raised by a woman. It's because they poor.
yes,
That
no,
they
no.
got.
Okay, so
One second, please. I want to ask y'all a question. See if we disagree. And by the way, Adolf Hitler was raised by a single mother. I just want to say that. I just want
And
to
he
be
was
petty.
poor.
I don't want. One second, please. One second. I don't want to be petty.
He was poor.
I don't want to be
The
petty.
poverty, not the single mom.
I don't want to be petty. I want to ask you a question, right?
LeBron was poor.
Yes. I want to ask. I want to ask a question. Would it be fair to say, and see if you agree or disagree, and then we'll go to the main event. Would it be fair to say is better chances for that kid to thrive and to actually be a member of society if we put him on the dad's ends, on the average man ends, instead of the average woman ends? Is it fair to say that it's
No.
more probable that the kid is going to have more discipline, is going to stay away from drugs, crime? is
No,
no.
that's
So
not a
That's
guarantee.
proven.
1 second,
That's
please.
not
So
a guarantee. You have
so
no
no.
right to
Nothing
prove
is
that.
guaranteed. We're talking about
You
probability.
have stats to prove it.
That-
Now,
that's-
listen,
No,
Hold
and
on.
it's not because they were raised by a single mother. It was because of
It's
the
the
absence of the father.
no,
That's
but it's
the
the
absence
poverty.
of the
It's the
father.
poverty.
no,
Because
listen,
they most likely to be broke.
Come
Stop
on, man.
there.
Can I-
Stop there. That's
Yeah.
it. Go ahead, fantastic. Stop there.
Yeah,
That's
so Jazz, you literally just used LeBron James to make your point and said, "Oh, LeBron is the greatest basketball player ever. He's raised by a single mother." You didn't say because his dad wasn't there. So when it's a positive, you take the credit and give it to the
No,
fucking mom.
no.
Okay,
What I'm saying
come
is,
on, stop, love, stop. I promise you, I'll throw it
don't
right back
call
to
me
you.
love.
Okay,
Don't call me love.
okay. Well, Jazz, I'm sorry, ma'am, miss,
You call
whatever.
people.
All right. So listen, now you're going to take away because
his mic went out.
mother. It's
Your
because
mic went out. I didn't hear you. Your mic went out. What you say?
I said is now you want to take away the credit when it's a negative and you want to blame the father. So whenever it's a negative, hold on, that's literally what you just did.
No, I
You
didn't. You're
stuck that in your head.
conflating. I didn't say
You
that.
literally just said it's not because of the single mother, it's because of the absent father. That was your words verbatim.
Okay, this is what I meant by that. When I brought up LeBron James, and I only brought up these people because every time we have these conversations,
everybody knows them. It's fine. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't even know LeBron's story.
Y'all always bring up like these super rich people that do whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. Just we understand
But
why
I
you
know
brought it up.
plenty
Go
of
ahead.
men. I know plenty of men that were raised by single mothers and are great men and are great
99% of
and are
them.
great and are great men.
99.
I know plenty of men. I know plenty of men and women that were raised by single mothers that grew up to be great people and vice versa. But we
Okay.
all know that a child thrives in a loving, healthy home,
Okay.
not just two parents in a home, but in a loving, healthy home. Because two parents can still be in a home and still be a toxic household.
Okay,
That's,
but okay.
if,
I got a dip. I just want to say something real quick. I got a jump. I just want to say one thing.
I want y'all to commit to that. Jazz and Ethan Williams. Would you
didn't let me
recommend?
get my
No. I want because there's a main event. Y'all don't have time to talk a lot about like please, man.
Let
Come
me
on,
close
man.
out this event then. Let me close
Come
it.
on, man.
All right,
Come on. Like you see what I'm saying? Like y'all giving us a tough time when you know these fucked up to manage a big panel. Come on, respectfully.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is this. It's like
No, Jess,
I
we know.
wasn't-
Jess, we know. I have a question for
okay,
you.
okay, my bad.
No, I have a question for you and for the man. So if it depends, and you don't care, like not care, but would you recommend a woman to have kids without a dad? Would you say because I will tell this. Sorry once again. If you are a competent man, go ahead and have a kid, brother. Better you having a kid than these ancient men that have 3 kids by 3 baby mamas and they never show up. A man having a kid has tremendous results. I don't care how much studies we do. I don't care how left and right. Men raising kids by themselves have as results on par with families that have 2 parents. So my question, especially for either man, since today, I don't know, he came from the Bahamas, this motherfucker rich as fuck, he's looking tanned and shit, he's probably feeling good. Either man Williams, you are telling me that you don't have no problem with women raising kids by themselves.
I'm saying, from what I said from the beginning, I have a problem with anybody raising kids by themselves. It took 2 people to make these kids. Both of these people need to raise these kids. And I keep saying the best results is when the mother and father is together inside of the household. I just want to say this, and I'll land it quickly. We keep talking about the 70% of the household that are single mothers, and we want to focus on the 1% that ends up in jail. 99% of them are successful. Based on so this idea, when you start talking about the jail population, you talk about less than 1% of those homes, and we don't focus on the other 90%.
You are right. You are right. No,
Can I say something real quick? Can I say it before I go? I gotta go, Fatty. I gotta go. I just want to say
want to
something.
complete what he said. It's just not just jail population. It's alcoholism, suicide rates, drugs, homelessness. If you go to all the metrics that affect men disproportionately, is literally raised by a single mother, raised by a single mother, raised by a single mother. So it's not just 1% either man, it's probably 15, 20%, and 20% or 15% on a society. 20% is what fucks up everything else for everybody. And you know when you say the niggas that y'all don't like because y'all black men, y'all not niggas, those are the 15% of niggas that is fucking up for all y'all black men. So when you complain about these niggas, no. When you pull the conservative douchebag shit, right? because you are a man of work and you put people on and you are conservative and all that shit, and all these motherfucking niggas you complain about come from who? Not from a
Single
daddy and
mothers.
mom. They come from single mothers. So you've been for 3 years complaining about these niggas that is been raised by these single mothers, and all of a sudden you come along and you say, I don't have a problem. It's no- Come on, man, get the
All
fuck
right,
out of here.
let me jump in real quick
Go
before I
ahead, then.
got Jeff. Two things. Number one, it ain't about the fact that it's a woman raising this. It's the fact that single mothers are most likely to be in poverty, living and working underneath the poverty line. It's the poverty that puts them where they're probably living in a more dangerous area that makes that kind of criminality and stuff like that normal, and it is part of the environment that they grew up in. So it's not necessarily a single mom, it's that they don't have access to some of the resources necessarily to keep them. Single dads usually are making more money, so they can usually work to keep them and put them in better situations. You don't see a lot of single dads living in the hood. I mean, living in the ghetto, living in projects, living in stuff like that. You usually see single moms living in projects and stuff like that where there's dangerous situations and we can contribute to more criminality of their children. That's that part. But just to book in one last part, if you guys are saying that it'd be difficult for women to maneuver easily in a society and a system that's created by men, yes, that's an absolute fact. Just like I'm 6'1", 210 pounds, a 5'2" dude would have a hard time driving my truck because he's not equipped to drive. His arms aren't as long, his legs aren't as long, and stuff like that. So he would have to make accommodations to make it to where he could utilize and drive my truck. Just the same way I feel like women would have to make accommodations to utilize some of the things in order to keep society going. They would be like, oh my God, we can't lift this 20-pound hammer with one hand.
Yes.
Okay, then they'll create 5 4-pound hammers or
They have
whatever, just like
physical
Peter
limitations.
Man said. So
Yes.
all I'm saying is that those 2 points, I think what we're doing is we're trying to make it seem like are men and women exactly the same? Absolutely not. But is the value that they can bring to society equal? I believe so. So
Yes.
with that I said, I'm gonna holla at y'all and catch y'all on the
Can I-
next trip.
Yeah,
I-
so
You
I
know what the
appreciate
answer?
you from an
No,
engineering
I
standpoint.
appreciate you, Damon. I see you later. The point that you are wrong is men don't have limiters when it comes to nurturing. A woman have a limiter and a ceiling when it
In
comes to
physical.
physical things
Yeah.
because it's physical. Nothing stops me from saying boo boo gaga. Let me read the book real quick for you. Nothing. And that's the
Yeah,
problematic part of the conversation is y'all
But
are
do
pretending
you?
that men can actually do the nurturing job. We nurture our woman, we nurture our dogs, we nurture everybody. We go ahead and we usually take care of everything. But all of a sudden, we are these motherfucking Flintstones. They can even pick up a baby and tell the baby goodbye. I see you tomorrow. Like this shit
But
makes no
what's
sense.
stopping you now? Since you can do it, what's stopping you now from doing it?
because women are here to do it. Because women are
Feminism.
here.
Feminism.
Because what?
Women are
Feminism.
here.
Yeah,
No,
feminism.
but why do you care about them? You should just do it yourself.
No, no, no.
You're capable of doing
Because
it.
I'm a man, because we have separate roles. That's
No,
why.
you're
Because
better
I have to
doing
lift
it,
the
though.
heavy shit. So because I have to lift the heavy shit. Oh wait, no. Let me
You're
answer,
better at doing it.
answer the question. So you ask the question, let me answer it. I, as a man, am more apt to do physical activity and physical things to lift the heavy shit. Now, if you want to, little black look, we can always switch the roles. We can do it to where the men are the caretakers, and then we make the women the fucking hard laborers. How you think this gonna turn out?
Make sure they go to war.
Y'all keep running away from, you keep trying to dismiss, is one can simply ease over to the other. All right. One cannot, by limitations of physicality, of mentality, of several things, cannot do what the other does. This is undisputable. I don't know. And this goes back to your earlier point, little black book. When we do this gray area shit about it's possible.
Yeah, it's
What's
nonsense.
probable? Possible and probable. That's why men are men and women are women. Men talk about probability, not possibility. Now let's talk about this from an engineering standpoint. Do you know how, just from an engineering standpoint, electrical, mechanical, the things that would have to be changed in order for women to act things and the time it would take to fucking reorder the world for women to be able to operate the world like men do without men here? Society would crumble.
Yeah.
Okay, they just had a motherfucking they had a strike in Philly where the trash workers shut down for 3 days. The city was in shambles. Just the trash men alone. These are things that women can sign up and do today. What they do not do. They don't do it because they don't want to.
And look, AI.
I get that point.
Women
I'm
don't
not
want
saying
to
that
do damn
point.
shit. Okay,
I'm saying
women.
you better at caring, right?
Watch.
Yo,
I'm
yo.
not saying that you're better at nurturing.
What I'm saying is that
I'm not
and
saying better.
Are you
the
not
crazy
better?
the crazy part is that AI is women's greatest hope in terms of achieving some sort of symbiotic like equality, and they're dropping the ball on that because through AI they could hypothetically manufacture the machines and things needed to do the job for them, and even the playing field between men and women, but they're not even like really deeply entrenched in the AI field, and they're letting that pass. AI was women's greatest. AI is women's greatest hopes of closing the gap and achieving equality, because basically you can invent autonomous systems to build things for you and build themselves and build weaponry and protection. And women are dropping the ball on that, like AI is becoming dominated by men.
Well, yeah, but there's two things. Watch. So there's two things, right? One, it wouldn't just be AI; it would be a combination of AI and robotics, because we have the AI.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying, alley-ooping from what you're saying. You said a great premise, right? Another part is, like you said, though, women refuse to get involved in STEM and understand it, right? So you literally have people now that has to monitor AI so AI doesn't take over and start motherfucking, making its own thing and own language. A lot of people
self-aware.
Go ahead.
Question, watch.
Yeah, and by the way, after the question, super chats, and we go to the main event. Okay, I want Melanie and Jess to answer this.
I got a couple questions, and we can move on. So, do you believe that men have had a head start on the infrastructure than women?
What?
I'm gonna answer. Yeah, yes, men have had a head start, and
how long? How long?
They've had a pretty much a lifelong head start.
200,000 years. Let's go with that.
But hold on. But that's because of natural human biology and like natural inclination. Biological inclination. So men are inclined to do the things that would entail a successful infrastructure, and women have the biological inclinations to do things that are
that's fair. That's fair. All right. So if it changed overnight, will we have to give women a time to catch up to where men are at? Hold on, let him answer.
I'm going to answer. Yes, we would have to give women time. The unfortunate part about that is that the human race would be no longer existent within that time.
Okay, cool.
The time it took to do it, the humans become extinct. That's what I literally just said, Eda, man.
Hold on.
Drastic change for women. Women would not be able to
trying to have a back and forth, bro.
I know you want. I know what Eda man wants to do is he wants to.
Yeah, let's rock out, fantastic. Let me.
No. It's fine because he wants to walk through something. But I just want to say this, and then you got it, Eda man. When society actually will go back to what it was, when these women popped enough kids that we had enough men to grow up, enough teenagers, enough 14 years old that are able to do the same job as men did before. That's when society will go back to normal. In those 14 years, you would lose a tremendous amount of technology. You would lose a tremendous amount of infrastructure.
14 years, bro. It would be over in a year.
No. But like
that's crazy.
No, the man. What would happen with this, right? All these people that live on the interior, all these people that live on farms, they would all have to come into conglomerates on the cities so they can actually help each other, pop a bunch of kids. And then when you have enough 14, 15-year-old men, now these men can go back and spread around and develop the infrastructure again. These women will not be able to do it because they don't have the manual labor.
Finish your line of questioning, though, because you were going.
No, I'm trying to understand, because now we enter a whole new thing. Because according to Watch premise is that if women had to run the infrastructure, human beings would not exist a year from today.
No,
no, this is what he said. He said that we would be extinct, right? Well, hello. Everybody trying to act
but you're trying to.
You know what don't make sense? You know what don't make sense? This is what this if we being realistic, right? Women don't want to cook. Women don't want to clean. Women don't want to work. Let me finish, brother. No, let me finish. Please don't interrupt me.
That's what I'm saying.
Please stop. Please stop again.
No. It's fine. But you just all you have to do. No, because basically,
hold on. They don't want to cook, clean, work, take out the trash, do repairs in and outside the house. They don't want to pay for the bill. They literally say you don't owe them anything. They've been sisters on here. They've been coming on saying we don't owe y'all nothing. Love to case in point. Why would we put women in positions to run the world if they already try to do bare minimum of nothing if they can get away with it? Men love making the world go round. Men love doing things for women. Men love doing things for their kids. Men love doing things for other brothers. Why are we fighting, Eda, man, and you still trying to make a case in point for the people who don't want to do but bare minimum?
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
I want 1 second. I want this to happen. Let's just go and then Emmanuel and Watch finish the back and forth. Please be concise, please, and answer the questions or ask the questions quickly. So we can go to the meeting.
I just wanted to say, and you can look this up. This is not a fallacy. Women are naturally more adaptable to their environments to thrive and survive. So if you leave us to our own devices, we will figure out how to survive. There are civilizations that have been built and ran by women that are still thriving today. You can look.
Name two.
I'm not saying, can I finish? Why is it such a? Y'all are still needed. Let me be very clear, because this is, I think this is what y'all are hearing. When we make these claims, it's like y'all feel like we're saying we don't need men, but we're just having a general conversation that if women were left on our own devices, we would know how to build the infrastructures.
That's not true.
In order to survive. Wait a minute, why y'all so ready to jump on me?
Because you're making.
No, watch. Let her make a mistake. If she's making a mistake, let her make it. Let her throw the grenade and blow up everything.
No, I'm not that type of person. I want to just.
Let her just.
Jazz, I'm not cutting you off.
Conversation. Let her finish.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Jazz. I'm not cutting you off. What I'm saying is that can you give us, because I've heard that argument that women have their own society. Can you educate us and name us, give us 2 or 3 of those civilizations? That's all I'm asking.
Jazz, respectfully.
Can you with the help of Little Black Book, because he was nodding and saying,
name those civilizations with Little Black Book, and then
yes, you can give us 2.
And then tell us, and with Little Black Book maybe be able to tell us, and then tell us what they can do about it if another country of men wanted to take them over.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
men are not there. See, that's the fallacy that you're making.
Yo, bro,
men are gone. Men cannot invade if they are gone.
There was a I don't know if it's called the
One mic.
Just real quick, there's an entire TV show. I don't know if it's called The Island or what it is.
Bear
Men were on one island
Grylls,
and women were on the other one. Men had shelter, food, all of it done before the night were over, and women were still arguing about who was going to be in charge.
They had to save them. No, they had to save them. They had to save them. They had to go save them.
Somebody had to get medevaced out with their
step in. Like they couldn't even say, they couldn't even follow, couldn't even figure out anything, and men were already complete. Like, cut it out.
Let's go back to what Ali.
I'll let you go on the back and forth. I'll let you go on the back and forth. I just say this is the man. You look like you have a big motherfucking house, bro. I know that every motherfucking month something breaks. Either it's the water pipe or something in the roof or a doorknob or something. Imagine living in a world where there's no man and your woman can call nobody to fix nothing on that shit, because most of these women don't even know how to change nothing. Imagine you living in a world where the closet back to you, the door gets out of hinges, and because your woman don't have enough strength, she has to call 4 of her best friends so they can go ahead just to put the motherfucking door in 1 inch. Imagine a world like that, the man. And this is just either man, this is your just big house. Now imagine a motherfucking skyscraper. Now imagine a building. Now imagine an elevator, brother.
Or a bus.
I'll say this and then you guys got it for 5 minutes and interrupted. Imagine if there was a fire in your office building and the firefighters were an all-woman team. Imagine that, right? Everything burning, and then you see Jazz and Melanin putting their suits on to try to go up when they can barely motherfucking carry a bag of groceries. They can even carry a bag of groceries, but they will carry a big bag Keisha out of the 3rd floor by themselves because they don't need men. Doesn't make sense.
Little Black Book says that she'll find a way. She'll find a
Oh
way.
yeah,
Most
she'll
definitely,
find a
yeah,
way.
she'll find a
Yes,
way.
yes, absolutely.
Well, first, let's go with what Ali said.
When Lisa wants to be saved, I want to see which the woman is going to go there and take her from the fourth floor when the building is burning. Go ahead, you guys have 5 minutes, and then we go to the main event.
I gotta respond to what Ali said. Ali said that women don't want to cook, women don't want to clean, women don't want to do none of these.
I thought you had the line of questioning for what?
I know, but I gotta we don't.
And you go.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, let's lock in. What we talking about?
Okay. All right. Cool. So let's go back. So what you're saying is that you believe of what you're saying that women will be the whole population will be gone after 365 years. I mean days.
Days. Like that was a little bit extreme. I mean, there would be a significant hit on the human race, only because critical infrastructure. I'm not going off of how I feel or anything like that. I'm just going off of pure of facts. Critical infrastructure, a lot of it is run by happens to be run by men. A lot of critical infrastructure, water, heating, oil, deep sea oil refineries, those are all men. If we replaced those roles, like you said, your example, suddenly, and women were in those roles, nuclear energy, you know what I'm saying? And men were in the women's roles, that you would not be able to teach those roles within a year. Within a year, you would have so many people, passing it. It would be ridiculous because there would be no energy. There would be like no power. There would be,
supply chain.
Yeah, the supply chain would fall apart. It would be a disaster. Like pharmaceutical drugs, like that people need to live. It would be.
I get you. I got the point you
Industrial vision. Like what? The man. Why do you? What do you
5 minutes. Go ahead, man.
I want because instead of going on story mode, what do you disagree with what he said?
I disagree with him because I think he's talking of a fallacy, right? I think women have persevered through a lot of things. Would they do it the way that men have did it? Absolutely not. But I think what they would have to do, because the thing that he made is like women are not in these individual fields. It's women that's doctors, it's women that's in all of these fields that he said. And I believe that they have the will to survive. And the will to survive is one of the strongest things on earth. I think they will find a way to
want to live.
Let him finish. Let him finish. He's going on story mode. Let him finish. Go ahead.
So the point that I'm making is everybody keeps saying, which I agree with. I agree with Watch 100% that women will not be able to sustain the earth how men have sustained it. But I do think that they're more intelligent to find a way to sustain the earth and maintain the earth that they can continue to move forward. We always have this mindset. I got you. I'm gonna finish real quick. We got this mindset that the man way is the only way. I'm telling y'all guys to broaden the way that you think, that maybe it's another way that humanity can be sustained outside of what we believe the man way is. Watch.
So when you say so that they can continue, are you talking about human race or just them?
Well, no, watch. We know if men are gone or women are gone, the human race ends. That's why God made both.
Well, we talked about an example was just switching of the roles.
Yeah, so I think just like what women do right now, women, I think they give men great ideas, encouragement from the home. It's men's responsibility to be a good support system and help these women be able to sustain the earth while they at home, while they switching roles. That's the point I'm telling you is just because they went into the house, that doesn't mean that they don't have the advisory of men. They still, hold on,
how do you account for the physical limitations?
Yes, can they do?
I think we can over compact physical limitation. Let me give you an example. Back in the day, you had to be real strong to construct a car. Now we have structures in place that is mostly machines constructing cars.
And then how do you maintain those machines? You need I got it. You need a certain amount of strength to maintain those machines. You understand that? Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, can you guys? Oh my God! No. Hey, no. This is amazing. You think
Come on, man.
that a woman can hold the motherfucking 200-pound pile driver while she's making motherfucking ditches on the road and all that shit? You think that working on sewage? Have you guys ever actually got inside of a motherfucking sewage system to see what's fucking below that shit? You really think that woman can literally?
Those are the easy ones. Those are the easy ones. Those are the easy ones. Like you're not talking about. You're not talking even fatty. Those are the easy ones. You're not even talking about like mining for plastics and
mining is crazy. Watch
like deep sea oil mining. Like, are you fucking crazy?
Like, take the strength out. It's not even strength. It's even more of a skill thing than anything else. Let's go back to the supply chain. People don't understand, bro. People that drive ships, the whole world operates off of fucking ships and transport. Okay, ships. Then you got lands. You got planes. Women do what in all of those industries? Extremely small representation, bro.
Just one second. Hey, y'all are crazy.
It's fucking, yeah. Oh, most women, you know how heavy I'm not trying to be a I'm not even trying to be a dick or anything, but like that's just come on.
Like, what the hell is the man?
How are you teaching that in a year?
Can I answer your question? Yeah, because everybody want to jump. Can I at least answer what you're asking? How do you asking y'all mindset is so limited because you keep saying, how do we run this world the way men do it? Maybe we have to go to a different system, which we prove that we
people are going to die. How many people are going to die in between?
Watch.
Bro,
I let 8 people go, and then as soon as I try to start responding, like y'all keep saying, okay, women got to maintain what men doing. Maybe women say, hey, maybe we need to lean more into electric cars. Maybe we need to lean more into
who is going to mine the batteries? Who is going to mine the material? Hey, the man, this is great.
Jazz, come on, Jazz.
You are the man.
Jazz, you know he's wrong.
Hey, the man,
this is wrong about that.
This is hilarious. You know, the man. Hey, this is the last question. Hey, the man. If there's a way that is easier to do, how are we not doing it on the first place?
Men would already be doing it
because you got men in those positions.
Like, I don't know if
patriarchy.
One second.
Is the reason why
you're already wrong.
Hold on, and educated Cookie, you need to be on camera, sir. I don't know you. One second.
It's not patriarchy.
Hey, watch 1 second.
But Little Black said it because men are doing those things.
1 second.
Patriarchy, exactly.
Okay,
we
are
wrong.
Patriarchy. Okay. So the question is this, right? Hey, Jess, do you love fish? Do you love seafood? You love seafood? Do you ever saw those videos of gigantic boats in the middle of the ocean?
Aliens catch lobster, shrimp, all that shit.
Right? Have you ever saw that? Like the videos of them actually being on the middle of the sea, pulling, raining, and storm and cloud, and everybody
people getting blown over the side and dying.
So
they don't care. They don't care because modern convenience has created a delusion in their minds.
I appreciate it. And I'm being mean now, but it's fine. I'm going to be nice next. If there was an easier way to get motherfucking crabs and lobster that Jess loves to eat, why wouldn't we be doing it on the first place? If there's is there a more easiest way to do it? And men been making shit to make our lives easier since the beginning of time, from the wheel to the car to a skyscraper to a sewage system. Men
make that shit easier.
Because you are
men don't do. Hold on. Men already do what y'all claim men don't do. 90+% of the innovation that makes your life fucking easier were created by men.
That's a fact.
What are we talking about? Men, if it's not the easier way to do it, it's because a man has not created the easier way. If it is already easier, it is the easiest it can be at this time.
It's an uncomfortable reality.
Can I just say
let Jazz talk. Let Jazz rock. Yeah, what are you saying?
So as far as y'all creating things, yes, and we thank you. But to say that men create things in this world to make women's life easier specifically, we can't even do that. We can look at the healthcare system right now and see a clear indication that there is no real protection over women in this country when there are men sitting in these rooms discussing a woman's womb and what she can and cannot do with it, her reproductive organs, can't even really name them all.
Are you?
But
Hold on,
wait
wait.
a minute.
Is she really
Wait.
going
Let her
there?
rock. Let her
Hold on.
talk.
I know you're not about to use
Let
a
her
woman's
finish,
right
though.
to
Let her
destroy
finish,
a
though.
life
Let her
as
Let her
land,
talk.
though.
No, let her
elected
talk.
right.
No, let her talk. Let her
Let
talk.
her
Let her
land.
talk.
No. Hey, Jazz, you are going to let you like when Kanye says,
We good,
"Hey,
D.
no. Hey, Jazz, when Kanye says, "Hey, Taylor, I'm going to let you finish," but Beyonce, so we build air conditioner, we build birth control, we build like your when you used to have a kid, there will be like a 1 in 5 chance for you to die. Now is 1 in like 100,000. We build air conditioner jobs, we build your houses, you will build your car that you
Open
run.
heart surgery,
Everything in life made woman life so much easier
penicillin.
that now all of a sudden you jump in all those innovations to go to
Yeah,
abortion.
yeah. I think
Oh
it's
boy,
wrong.
this is
I didn't
crazy.
even
Abortion?
say
It's
anything
not right.
about. I didn't even say anything about abortion.
So
I
what
didn't
were you
even
referencing,
say
Jazz? I'm sorry, you're
anything
right.
about
So Jazz,
abortion.
you're right. We were wrong
It's
for
like,
assuming.
goddamn, like, do you want
You're
my opinion or
Jazz,
not?
you're right. So
It's getting
explain to us what you meant.
frustrating. It's getting frustrating because y'all are not listening. Y'all
We
are.
are going to
You're
listen.
right. We
Y'all let
apologize.
her
Now
land.
explain to
Y'all
us what
let
you
her
meant.
land. Fantastic. Just let her land, though.
Well, no,
Just
she's
let her
doing
land.
a monologue.
I know,
Just
but
tell
just
us
let
what
her
you meant
land.
by
It's
what
cool.
you
It's
said.
cool. It's
Just let her
cool.
land.
Just tell
I'm
us what
good.
you meant
I'm
by the
done.
womb thing. We wrongfully assumed abortion.
I'm done,
Now
y'all.
tell us what you meant.
I'm good.
No, hey,
I
Jess, you know
told you.
why you no, Ali. You know what's funny? Ali, we actually shouldn't do. You know what's funny? Because Jess, you are just trying to buy time. Is every time you get to a dead end and we ask you, can you give us an example
No,
of
because you
what
know
you
what?
say?
I tried to explain it, and I'm in the middle of having the conversation,
We're going to be
and
quiet.
I'm getting this person, that person. I can't even get it out.
I will drop the next
And
person
so
that
I would
talks.
just rather
Everybody quiet.
concede. I would just let y'all concede. Y'all got it. Like, it's so exhausting.
So
I
we
don't
were
even
talking
have the
about
energy.
abortion.
I'm good. I didn't forgot what I wanted to say
No,
next.
no. I'll remind you what you said. You
I'm
said
good.
this. You said this,
So what
man.
okay, I remember now.
Let her go.
So
Go ahead.
here's the thing. When it comes to innovations by men, please understand that every innovation that you have made was to make your life, men's life, easier, even with women involved, right? Which is why it was legal for a woman to not be able to vote, not have her own bank account, not be able to have her own home, not be able to do anything without the approval of a man, or I'm sorry, the yeah, we'll call it the approval of a man or a man's guidance, or just having the man's authority. That's why they fought to get out of that, because that isn't right, number one. So you can't say that you have done things to create societies that benefit women when it only benefits you. If that were the case, the feminist movement wouldn't have never even happened. If that was the case, women wouldn't have fought so hard to get out of under a man's foot and be able to live her own life without being under. If it was so great and this was your way of protecting us, why do we fight so hard to get away from it? So all I'm hearing is we build these things. That's great. We're not saying that we have a way of doing it easier, but if you left us to our devices, we will still be able to thrive and build things differently for us to thrive. We're not saying it's easier, but there are ways that women, which I was trying to say before when I got cut off, we have a natural instinct to be able to adapt to our environments in order to survive. You can look that up. That is a scientific fact. Ask ChatGPT or whatever. So just for the conversation's sake alone, we appreciate men's contributions. We understand that we're both needed in society to thrive. But to say that you all are protecting us and we've invented all these things for women, no, this was for you. This was to make sure men were convenienced. This was to make sure that men had the upper hand.
The tampon.
So do you
No.
No.
We are
Hey,
going
Fatty.
to.
I was about to
No.
say that. Look, tampon.
Yeah.
Forget all that.
No,
Jazz,
Hey,
Jazz, are you in?
And that's how I know. And that's how I know y'all really don't know, because if you knew anything, you would know tampons are not
Tampons
healthy.
are bad for women. Yes.
I know. Watch one second.
Anything about the reproductive, if you knew
Jazz.
anything about women's reproductive health, you would know
Tampons are
that
harmful. We
tampons
know. I
are
know.
not healthy.
I just said
Men
that.
don't even understand
You're
that.
not even listening, Dad. You're just talking
Jazz,
over. I'm
one
having
second, Chris.
a dialogue with. I just said that.
1
Can't
second,
bump
please.
and
1
pass.
second, please. I will pass the
Can
microphone
you
to
name can you name anything else that men created?
We are going to have the
Incubators.
conversation. Please, can you guys
It-
stop, please? Can you guys be
So put
quiet,
me with
please?
Jazz, and I'll talk to her. Please.
So, sir, this is not a one-on-one show. I have to read the super chats. This ties in into the main event, so you can guys continue the conversation. Thank you. God damn it, I need more clout. I really do. Because if I say stop, everybody stops now. God damn it, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Super chats. Boo.
It's time for some super chats.
Thank you, Carl Anderson, for the $50 PayPal.
$50 for lobster? Damn.
It's okay, baby. You got this.
Bitch, you AI. You ain't that special.
Hey, did you know I saved 50% on my car insurance by switching to Geico?
Well, I just made this $50 AI animation to not give a fuck.
Thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate you. Paper Trail Shorty says, shout out to the panel, Fatty. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. He comes back and he says, ooh, we. So thank you very much, ooh, we, back to you. I got my boy Jet Live in the building saying, ladies first. Thank you very much, sir, for being a member for 9 months.
Untouchable Empire, baby.
My boy Boogie is in the building saying, Jazz, we love you. We just disagree with you. Thank you very much, Boogie. 10 to go. Robert Platinum says, love you pretty, but way too high in saturated fats. Then we have Paper Trail. Shorty back again says, love barking up the wrong tree. Male bite. Leslie K, $5 says, shout out, yo way. And the Lord Jesus Christ on this lovely Sunday. Once again, the Bible is indeed the words of God. HQ Reacts says, oh shit, I spoke to Ikin too. The Dark Lake Revive with a $10 ball.
Let's go. We got $10.
Sir, do you have any change?
Nah, motherfucker, I'm broke.
When a woman is pregnant, she's at her most vulnerable state. If it weren't for men protecting pregnant women throughout time, then women and children would have perished a long time ago. Thank you very much, Dark Lake. I appreciate you. We have TYE Renical. They're literally developing cloning tech. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Chief Rocker with a $20 super sticker. Shout out to you, sir. I appreciate you. We have West M in the building saying with a $10 ball, I work in the maritime industry. I'm dealing with the parts. If a machine that I work on goes down for an hour, the part loses 35K. They cannot afford to be slow. My part has 100 machines. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, Lawrence, can you give me a peace sign? Lawrence? I don't know about Lawrence. Thank you very much, Wes. I appreciate you, sir. We have Ilkan Ali with a $20 ball. Shout out to Ilkan Ali for the $20.
Here you go, sir. $20. Get yourself some food to eat.
If by food you mean drugs, then hell yeah, bitch. I'm about to get fucked up.
And he said, man created pots and pans and put a clock over the stove to help woman keep time while she cooked to make her life easier. What you call that? Extremely misogynistic commentary. Thank you very much, Ilkan Ali. And finally, Sensei Ale in the building saying, Jazz, is it respectful to keep talking when Fatty tells everyone to stop talking? Keep it respectful. The loudest is always right. So, friends, we're trying to go corporate. We want to take everybody with us. It is what it is. People are going to overtalk each other. They're going to scream over each other and all that. What got me frustrated a lot of times is because I see y'all behaving well in other panels. and waiting your turn and be quiet, and then you come here and everybody's talking over each other. It's all that, okay? All love. I appreciate y'all. Y'all can be mean to me when I go to y'all panels. It's just that I would love to be like I would love for y'all to help us. Just help us. It's fine. It is what it is. Just help us. That's all it is. So main event, okay? Family over career. Who is happier, ladies? Watch Melanin and Jazz, and then everybody can touch it because we were talking about actually things that make a woman's life better. Did air conditioner jobs made life woman easier and better? We're going to start with that, and then we're going to verse to is happier, woman that puts her family first or career first. Okay, let me start with Jess, Melanin, and Watch because they were the one intervening. Is Jess? Are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Yes. So you were talking about the patriarchy and how men kind of put themselves first and all that. Like, did the air conditioner job that men created for women on the last 50 years, did they make their life better or easier?
It made both lives better. I asked specifically what men created to make women's life better, specifically without men. So yes, it made both of our lives better.
Birth control, would that be okay?
Jazz, are you comfortable?
Birth control
right
is
now?
also very bad for a woman's body.
Jazz, are you
Once
comfortable
again-
right now?
once
Jazz, right
again-
now, are you comfortable right now in your
I
house?
thought I was talking to Fatty, bro.
That's not.
That's not.
But I'm not even talking to you, baby.
You're talking to the whole panel.
Fatty asked me the question. You so ready?
Yeah, because it's a panel. Like
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to have the conversation about the conversation. We're not going to have the conversation.
Once again,
We are not going to have
I'm
the
the dummy on
conversation.
the panel. I'm the dummy on the panel. I'm gonna shut up.
I just asked if you was comfortable in your house right now. Is it yes or no?
What? Oh my god. I'm. Oh my god. Can we move on? Let's move on, please.
I don't.
Because it's getting silly. Like you're asking me about houses. You're asking me about air conditioning.
Who you think built that shit?
Nobody didn't say you didn't build it. Once again, it's going over your head.
But aren't you comfortable though? Aren't you convenienced?
I said, what have men created that was specifically designed for the benefit of women and women alone? This house benefits both of us. Air conditioning, it benefits both of us. Okay? Cars benefit both of us. What have men done to show that they have designed something specifically for a woman's benefit?
The fact that I will answer. I'll answer you.
And protection. And
I'm gonna answer you.
And I brought up.
But you let me answer
right now because we have women
It's
who
a
are
move.
having
Are you gonna let me answer you, Jazz? I got an answer for your question. Your answer is the fact that the feminist movement, the fact that any women's lib movement is able to exist, is proof right there that men's force doctrine is being
no, that's a cop out.
You ain't even
That's a cop out answer.
How was that a cop out?
That was such a cop out.
How was that a cop?
Hey, Jazz,
you're talking about a
Jazz,
movement
let him
created by
finish.
women. You're talking about a women's movement created by
Okay,
women.
he needs a life raft.
No, but I'm saying the fact that has been allowed to.
You're telling me that because y'all
You're
allow
right,
us
Jazz.
to advocate for ourselves.
Jazz, you're right.
It shouldn't even be.
Jazz, you are right.
The fact that I'm saying the main protectors of those, wait, hold on. The main protectors of those women's libs movement are men because we hold the doctrine of force. Hold on, we hold the doctrine of force.
Listen, hold on.
I can't no more, baby.
Fantastic. Okay, wait a second.
You're helping her argument, bro.
Protectors of those women's libs movement are men.
Bruh, the men didn't start it. The women started it. So the men supporting is not men creating. So work with me, bro. I'm trying to help you out. The guy is in the right thing. First and foremost, it was a loaded. Hold on. Well, just keep fucking talking and
no, because let me explain myself. I'm saying
You need a life raft. He need a life raft, Mr. Fantastic. Save him.
Accept it.
I don't need a life raft. Women created
because you're helping her point.
How?
Once again, watch. Let it finish, and then Fantastic can correct you if you're wrong. Go ahead.
I'm saying women created Fantastic. We can agree. Women created feminism, right? The fact that feminism has been able to maintain itself in the culture is and other women's libs movements are able to maintain themselves is because you have men that are there to protect those women and help and let them espouse their beliefs and messages. It's clear as day.
I don't think you understand how crazy that sounds.
How does that sound crazy? It's reality.
No, but-
Reality is crazy. People
Hey,
murder each
what?
other.
You have
Reality
to
is
let her
crazy.
explain why she thinks it's crazy.
You think because first of all, the movements that you named are
Mhm.
movements to break free of the patriarchy. That's number one, right?
Mhm.
So to even say that you're in support of that, listen to what you just said. This is why the movements have to have, because you're saying
No,
that
I said-
we should give you praise because you're allowing us to advocate for ourselves. You're allowing women the space
Mhm.
to advocate and say, hey, we are actually women, we are actually
Mhm.
human beings, and we want the right to be able to do it. And you're telling me that
Mhm.
this is how men show that they protect us
You know how it looks when you
by allowing us to
Yeah.
advocate for ourselves.
Yeah, you know how it looks when men don't intervene. Go to Afghanistan. You know how it looks when men don't intervene. Look at Afghanistan. Look at the Middle East where women can't even drive. When women get their hands cut off and there's honor killings. That's how it looks when there's no men to protect and help you and
The men are the ones doing that.
What?
The men are the ones doing those.
Not all of the men. A certain subset of the men.
Can I interject real quick?
I can't.
Can
Go
I,
ahead.
yeah, can I
No, it's
interject?
very clear logic. It's very clear and
What
very
you're doing-
concise.
What you're doing is not logical.
No, it's
Oh
fine.
my
It's
God.
fine. Let me just get fantastic here,
Holy
and
shit.
shout out
Very
to
clear.
Iron Addict for the $20, brother. Thank you very much. I
Very
appreciate
clear,
you.
man.
And by
you
the
got
way,
Afghanistan. You got these Middle Eastern countries raised under caliphate
help her
law.
point. You're helping her point. Now,
Women are covered.
This is Sparta!
hey, watch. Somebody wanted to kick you out, brother. He
Right,
said, "Get watch out of here, bro."
Hey,
$20.
Fatty, I want to try to answer that question. Yo.
$20 to bring watch back. Okay. Yes, 20 minutes on the hole. $20 to bring watch back. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then we go from there. And
Yeah. So
Reese, I see you. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
now, the problem was our question was loaded, right? And it was a moot question because what we could ask is, what have men created exclusively for men? Okay. No, like you said, Jazz, you're correct. And that was a nice little trick you tried there, right? Not going to say a trick, but a tactic you used. That's why I changed it. I fixed it, baby. I fixed it. There was a nice tactic you used there to be like, name me something exclusively that only benefits women. Well, again, men think about everybody and not just the women, but the children. You know, incubators for babies, hospitals, modern medicine, all these things that men create for humans, all of us. Now, my rebuttal, Jazz, would be, well, name me something that men created exclusively for men that women don't benefit from in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It would be way harder for you to do that than it would be for me to come up with things that men created for women, because who are the major innovators? Men.
Okay,
So
but
if we were to compare the two, I'm about to land it, baby. If we were to compare the two, the men would still win out because when men create over 90% of all innovation.
okay, outside of innovation, you're saying that men think about everybody, right? Okay, so tell me, what was innovative about not allowing a woman to have rights in this country? And how did that benefit? How did that benefit women? How did that benefit women? If that's thinking about everybody,
That's the
how
point.
was that
No,
thinking
yes,
about?
you got it.
Let me. You want it, Fatty?
No, I'm just saying, most people didn't have rights. Most men wouldn't be able to vote.
The men
Most
were
men
in
won't-
charge.
Oh, no, one second, Jez, 1 second. Until the Industrial Revolution, most people's lives was miserable. They were ridden with diseases. They were like that. There was no, like, the man actually was exposed to nature. He was exposed to the scorching sun. He was exposed to going on fishing, to going on mines, to trying to mine gold, to trying to fish. Like, it was not an easy life. It's not like the woman were in the house, like it's like a jail, and the man was going on a resort vacation. Being outside of the house will be extremely dangerous.
Even more so, Fatty, even more so, right? Historically, men live less shorter than women do, have shorter lifespans, and men die more. So
Yes.
that's the proof, Jazz. Men, like you said, men were the first sufferers of everything. Okay, women weren't dying in wars. Okay, women were able to stay home. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I
And
mean,
Jess, just to actually give you an example about what you asked, right? This is a clear example of men are benevolent. And then you and Fantastic and Reese got it.
and the
Did
thing
you did
it's
let me just say, Jess, let me just say what you wanted, right? So do you see all this research for breast cancer, Jess? Like all the research, all the mechanisms, all the studies that go after breast cancer and prostate cancer kill at the same rate. They kill at the same rate, and we put 5 times more money on breast cancer research than you actually put on prostate cancer. And most men at some point of life, like we are going to actually need that money and need that research. So the fact that men care so much about women that rather put total funding and put inventions to actually stop a breast cancer when they themselves are dying from prostate cancer and they don't even donate to that shit shows that men, for whatever reason, value the life of women way more than men. And if you and if you deny that, you should have to deny, since you're talking about history, chivalry, being a gentleman, ladies first, open doors, giving you your jacket. You eat if there's only one piece of food. If we're going to go or if the Titanic goes down, you can be safe. If you get into a train and I'm a man, I stand up so you can sit. If somebody's beating you on the street, it's my responsibility as a citizen, as a man, to go ahead and fight the other man. There's so many things that men actually did to protect and put women in front that is, I think, extremely disingenuous for you to turn around and say, what do we do? One thing that we do that we don't do for women. Chivalry will be the best example.
chivalry.
We literally use positive discrimination just because you have a pussy. We decided that women are more valuable than men, and we need to do everything to keep them warm, to keep them out of wars, for them not to pay bills, for them not to pay for dates, just because you are a woman. Isn't that a great invention that actually benefited women tremendously?
So when it comes to cancer research, if you know, you know, there's a cure for it, but there's no money in the cure. It's only in the medicine, right? So what I do know is that our healthcare system is not here to actually heal us, and it is actually ran by a bunch of men who are deciding whose lives are worth anything based on the type of insurance they have, right? When it comes to cancer research, I'm not going to sit here and say because all this research, that means men are advocating for women. No, cancer research. Hello? Oh, cancer
Yeah,
research.
yeah.
I didn't know what happened. Sorry. Cancer research lines a lot of pockets, right? So there's a lot of this research, but there's best believe there is a cure out there. So there's the research for what you just brought up when it comes to prostate cancer and breast cancer, and there's more research there, more research there. This has nothing to do with actually trying to cure. This is everything to do with capitalizing off of the illness and providing like medication to keep you sustained on it and keep you reliant on the system so you can keep lining their pockets. So no, that wouldn't be a good for me. That wouldn't be a good example of men advocating and creating things that actually support women and women alone.
Can you address the second one?
You said what?
Chivalry. I don't know how to say this word.
Chivalry,
Yes, is that extremely beneficial for a woman?
when men are that way, yeah, of course, and it also benefits the man too, to be chivalrous, to be a kind person.
How?
Because
It
chivalry,
does.
Rich, you got it next. How?
chivalry is kindness. Why wouldn't you want to be kind? Being a kind person is beneficial
If
to you.
Jazz,
And here's the thing.
no, just one second.
You know,
Just
Men
one
are kind
second.
to other men too.
Yes,
Men are
just
kind to other
yes, just one second. If we are both cold and I'm taking my jacket to put the jacket on you so you don't feel cold, what do I gain for it exactly?
A blowjob.
Nothing.
if you are looking to gain something,
Gain
if you are
something.
If you feel like you need to gain something by doing a
That's
kind
not what he
gesture,
asked. Why do you keep moving it? Just answer him. You've been doing it the whole time. Just answer
you've been
him.
okay. What do you gain by being a kind person? You gain good karma. You gain being a good person. You gain being able to say you looked out for somebody and didn't do it because you expected something in return. That means you have good character. That means that you're a good person. What's wrong
So
with doing that?
so why aren't
Why do
women
we
in so why aren't women in masses doing all these kindness and respect and love to men? Why don't in masses do that? If it's so beneficial, why aren't women kind to men?
why are women what?
Like no, and little black, I don't know why y'all love pandering this bad, but again, women are complaining about men not even approaching because they get a backlash for approaching women. Again, men talk about being disrespected by women just for even giving you a compliment. I'm asking if it's so beneficial to be kind, why are women not kind to men in masses?
And Ali, I have to step away for a second. Don't forget Rich, please. And we're going to redirect everything for the main event, like career and all that. But answer this question, please, because I need to understand what's going on here.
Listen. If you feel that, if you said women in masses are being nice to men, is that your experience, Ali? When you go out, are you being?
I didn't ask about my
Anecdotal
experience, and I wasn't talking about my experience. I'm asking in general. This is why we have Red Pill.
Okay.
This is why we have Manosphere. This is why we have these conversations in general. Most men speak about their even not even want to approach women, even giving a compliment because they're in fear of rejection because they do get rejected or get disrespected for approaching them.
Rejection is life, baby. You're gonna have to grow some
It
balls.
really is.
That's just the name of the game. Not everybody is going to be interested in you just because you're interested in them. Now, I'm not saying that they should be.
No. Hold on. Stop, please, real quick. So this is what I mean, how you flip it again, and it's how convenient you can say it. Then women need to suck it up, understand they fought for 50-50 and they get treated equal to men. And when you don't get your way, or when you don't get something that benefits you the way you would like it, you need to suck it up and say, hey, this is living the life as being treated as a man. Did women not hold on, because look, you're already gonna go right past that. Didn't women not fight for being treated equal to men?
Women fought to just be treated as equal as a human being.
No,
they just
didn't.
wanted access to their own money. They just wanted to be able to go to work. They wanted to be able to just live their life like a human being. They didn't say we want to be men. We just want to be able to have the same life access that men have. Why is certain life access limited to women just because we're women? We just wanted to be equally treated as human beings.
You're not, because men fought to go to work to provide for a family. They went to go build a family. You're proving my point. Women just want to live their life, and it just benefits them. Let me finish.
Not all men wanted to have.
Can I finish? Who is truly not investing in community and each other if men go to work to help women and children in society, and women go to work to help themselves?
Well, here's the thing. I'm talking about as just a single.
You're not answering my question, Jazz. Can you please answer my question, Jazz? You just admitted women want to go to work to have their own life.
They just wanted the option.
Jazz, hold it, please work with me. No, Jazz, I'm asking you respectfully.
They just wanted the option.
I'm asking you respectfully to answer my question, please.
I'm answering it.
You said women wanted the right to have their own life. So men, let me ask you this: now that we all grown up?
Hold
on, little black boy. She's a grown woman. She don't need nobody.
No, but the question is not fair.
And what you're doing is misogynistic. Because she's a grown woman, she can speak for herself. She don't know nobody to call her and help her. So
I'll do it if I'm a man. The question doesn't
encounter everything. Can you stop? I already asked you to stop interjecting when I'm speaking to her. You can talk when you want to. It's not your turn right now. But you're being misogynistic if she can't take care of herself. Because y'all fought for women to be their own and to be able to make their own decisions and have their own voice. Hold on. Have your own. Women fight for their voice. Even in the household, women fight for their voice, right? You fight for a voice. So he should take
it as a man as well.
Little black boy. You relax, please. Again, you said you fought for what men were fighting for. Men were living and dying for their family. Men were going to war. Men were making sacrifices to have a family. You're saying now women want the right to just go off and do what they want to do and make their own decisions, have their own cars, have their own money, have their own bank account, be able to live their own life. And either man, go ahead, Jazz. So why? So again,
question is, I got you. There's no again. You're. It's like my thing is this. what was okay before men were going to war and dying for their families, they were single men, right? Not every man married and had a family. We know a lot of men, especially back in that time, had a slew of babies everywhere. Papa was a Rolling Stone, this and that and the third. They were moving still back then within their own best interests. The best interest of a man, especially back then, was to have a woman at home, caring for the man, though, caring, like putting away her thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. And I wanted to save this for the main event topic, but it was convenient and it benefited the man the most to not allow a woman to have her own mind, to not be able to, for her to further her education, to not be able to have her own bank account. Everything about that was to benefit the man, is what I'm saying, right? And so when it comes to why women aren't being nice to men now, if that really is what's happening, that's unfortunate. In my point of view, there's no reason to go out my way or anybody's way to be mean to a man. I think we're hyper focused on the negative side of relationships right now, and so you have this overall idea that we don't want you and we don't like you. When it comes to, I'm sorry, I kind of went off, but when it comes to that one point you said about women want the right to do this and that, why is that so wrong for us to have the same rights as you to live our lives as individual human beings? If you have the right to live your single life, to have a job, to have a bank account, to be able to live your dreams and aspirations, women should be able to have that option as well, because we are human beings with our own dreams and aspirations. And what I'm saying is, for a long period of time, women weren't allowed to do any of that. And so I don't see how that is beneficial to women when you're not giving them, you're not thinking about what the woman wants. If you're saying y'all do these things and y'all think about the women, that's not keeping the women's best interest at heart. That's keeping your best interest at heart. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So before I even ask you the next question, what is a woman's best interest?
Giving her the autonomy and the option to choose for herself, not being the dictator of her life.
Okay.
And what we're seeing,
hold on. So now that we've seen how life has been playing out, where women are more free than ever, are women and families operating better when woman controls herself, or when man is controlling her?
I don't know. Somebody else.
When man is.
No. If you know all these things, if you know all these things,
somebody else.
If we're discussing,
I never claim to know everything. I know nothing. All I know is that I know. Before you go, because I see Eda Man and Little Black Book. I know they keep co-signing on this. Little Eda Man. I'm gonna ask you before you expound and give context, right? Do families and children and women perform better under the control of men or under the control of women?
Do family and kids operate better under men or women?
Yes, under the control of men or under the control of women.
I think I'm thinking under the control of God, because that's the best.
I didn't ask you about God.
I'm just saying, but
God is
I didn't ask you that question. I didn't ask you that.
God is he, but okay. God is a he.
I didn't ask you that question.
I know.
So we can bring God in. We can bring the option in later. I didn't ask you about that.
No, but I'm gonna ask you.
I didn't ask you again, please.
Well, I'm trying to answer your question. I heard it.
Do women operate better? Because you just said your house ran much better with you under control of it than a woman. You already conceded to that. So I'm asking you, do women perform better in society and families perform better in society under the control of a man or when it's under control of a woman?
I think majority of women actually perform better under the control of men if they have.
Okay. And Little Black Book, can you answer that question too without no context first, please?
You're talking about family, right?
Family.
Women and families.
Women and families. Yeah, underneath a man.
Okay, should men control women?
Should they control women? No.
Now you can give context to why not. If society performs better and families too under the control of men, why should families women?
Oh, wait a minute, Ali. If the control of women, because y'all have that access.
No, Jazz, you can't. Jazz, you said you didn't know the answer. You can't add to this one.
No, I'm asking a question.
No, Jazz, I love you to death. You can't answer this one because you said you didn't know. So let them answer it. That's why I went to you first. Go ahead, Little Black Book and Eda Man. Tell me why you said that women and children perform better under men and not under women. But then when I asked you, should men control women, you said no.
First of all, you said I couldn't add context to the original question, so I didn't want to
Oh no,
derail. So first of all,
now you can expound.
okay, so we're talking about family, and my first thought process goes to obviously young women, father. I'm thinking about marriage, husband and wife, right? It is God ordained the order that a man should rule over the woman. When I say rule, what that actually means is not to dominate, it's to lead and appropriately, and that leadership is done in the sense of love, in the form of love,
Hey, little
right?
black book. Look, little black book. I want you to expound, right, brother? I'm asking you,
I'm expounding.
why should men not control women?
I'm expounding. I have to
Without
bring that
adding a negative, because without adding no negative context.
but it's
to it
really
on
negative. You put control. You put the word control, so it's negative.
I just act. No, how it was a negative when I asked the question. Everybody knew what I was talking about when I said if society and families perform better under the control of men, that was a negative. Which right?
No,
that wasn't
that's
negative.
that. See, that I answered your question first because I knew your question was going to be
Why
in a
you
lot.
making
I decided to answer it, so I wouldn't derail.
no.
Now I'm adding context.
Hold on. So now you're gonna say and concede to that when women are under the control of men, it's a negative.
No, what I'm conceding is the first of all the word control. I don't like it. I agreed to answer your question because I knew it would derail and I didn't want to do that. So I said yes. Now I'm saying now I'm expounding on that, right? And in this aspect, because you guys had this conversation yesterday, you had a conversation about control, and this guy talked about it for 3 or 4 hours. It was a very good conversation, by the way. Now I'm saying to you that I don't like the word control because oftentimes it comes with a negative connotations, right? But should a man lead? If we're talking about marriage, right? First and foremost, I believe a husband should lead. But the only way that works is that husband actually understands what servant leadership actually looks like. If you are a trash leader, which I said earlier on, if you're a trash leader, you do not benefit anybody. You're only a benefit to yourself. And so actually,
can you pause real quick, please? I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of the horriblest man. A good man, please. So let's do this again, okay? Does a woman benefit?
Why didn't you just ask the first round?
Because this is what you're doing. Respectfully, little black book.
I'm not doing anything. You answer the question.
I'm gonna tell you.
You tunnel the question.
No, I'm gonna tell
you do it all the time, are you? He's back.
You're already speaking of it as if it's a negative. A man who doesn't know how to lead. A man who's not going to do the right thing. I'm talking about a man who's doing the right thing. Is it better to be under woman to control herself doing the right thing, or a man controlling her doing the right thing?
If you added that premise, I would have answered your question. You didn't add that premise. You're now adding it because I'm shifting your premise.
No, I'm asking you now.
If the guy was good, if the guy was a good leader, which would still be in line with my point, because that was the point I was making. Okay. If the guy's a good leader, then that would be beneficial for that lady to follow that man. Oh, absolutely. If it's a servant leadership, which I've already said, it would be beneficial for her in a marriage sense.
So should good men control women?
If you're talking about marriage, if you're talking about society, you're talking about two different things. I'm making it clear. Why can't you hear what I'm saying to you, Ali?
You're going to keep moving on.
I think it's going to be a head. That's what you're going to be here.
No, you listen. You say I'm doing what you're doing. I'm straightforward, man. You and these men doing this.
I got you, look.
Wait, Iman. Let me finish it.
I like having conversations.
What I'm saying to you, I'm going to agree. Wait. Let's come to agreement here. The part of the agreement that we agree is I believe that good men make good leaders, and when they're good leaders, women benefit from those leaderships. And we're talking about marriage now, right? That I agree with. The premise of where you started off when you were talking with Jazz earlier on, though, you confused two things, right? For instance, a woman having access to resources to be able to live her own life, you can do that. You don't need to be married to live your own life. So if we took the ability for you not to have access to finances to live your own life, that would be the equivocal. But you made it into a situation where the two weren't equivocal because women not having access to things. The only way they can have access to resources. Why can't I explain?
No, you're not trying to do. You're not about to.
No. Every time I start explaining it and it gets over your head, you get angst and start asking mad questions.
No, you're not.
Why can't you keep quiet? It's because you're not smart enough to handle the conversation. Every time we go there, you're opening your mouth.
Not saying anything.
I can't answer a point.
I don't want to have to mute you on my show, man. I don't want to have to mute you on my show. I don't have to mute you.
You don't have to mute me. I'm going to.
Okay, thank you. So the love lady that came here proved exactly what women do and why they want power, so they don't have to benefit men. They feel like they're a slave if they're with a man and they have to benefit the man. But then if they have their own money, if they have power, if they have higher positions, they really don't want to do anything that benefits a man. And y'all can make y'all face all that.
Because you're making it seem like there's something.
Can I finish, Jazz? I got people to stop interrupting you, and now you're interrupting me.
Let him go on this.
You realize that, right? I got on everybody. Let her talk, and you interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
Let him talk. Maybe let us talk after he talk. Go ahead.
You don't. Hey, Jazz, they're flip flopping already. They said that women should be under the control of men, and we all understood what that control meant. It didn't mean nothing negative. Now that I asked if men should control women, and we still in that under that same understanding, now they're going to the worst guy to women not to be under control of them. But in order for a man to be in a relationship with you, it has to benefit him. That's why he's going to be in a relationship. If it doesn't benefit him, there's no reason to be in a relationship with you. But men went to work so that it benefited you, so that you can benefit him. If he provides for you, he takes care of you, so you can do the things for him at home. Being an adult, all he's asking you to do is continue to just be an adult that you already being.
And
So
all I'm saying, Ali, is it's okay for a woman to also have a choice to go and have her own life. That doesn't what is so wrong for a woman to have that type of autonomy? What's so wrong with that?
Come
And
on,
why do so many men feel that it's taking something away from them when a woman
Because
has a
Taking
choice?
something
it
away
is.
from the
because
children.
when men, one second please, because when men do that to woman rebel and say that he shouldn't be like that. When a Cam Newton comes around and he starts shooting everywhere and doesn't cuff nobody, woman in mass say this is wrong. You should take care of these women. You should take care of these kids. You should be like women always have recommendations when men are not doing what they want, and this is a mechanism of this is actually a mechanism of defense, right, Jazz? I was talking about this yesterday. When women used to be in the village and a man in the village started to do some behavior that they deem undesirable, the woman will signalize to other men, if y'all act like that dude, we're not going to fuck y'all. And you know what all the men did? They complied because they wanted to fuck. They wanted to reproduce. So since the beginning of time, women do this. Women will literally single out and point out the examples that they don't want to be like that. Don't be a coon. Don't be a playboy. Don't be a deadbeat. Because if you are like that, we are not going to be with you. We are not.
Hold on, Jazz. Hold on, just
That
a
may
minute.
hold on, Eden man. Hold on, Eden man. So we can finish. Don't let him finish.
So 1 second. So the same way we can come in and Little Black Book and Eden Man Williams can say, fuck that beats. We don't
Right.
fuck with that beats. Go take care of your kids because
Right.
that's the right thing to do. I think we should do prescriptions for women that say do the right thing, because it would be easier for that man to leave the kid and go about his life, but we're not pushing him to do so. So
Right.
it's very fair for me to say, even though you have all the freedom to be a deadbeat dad, go take care of your kids, even though you have all the freedom to go ahead and do whatever you want, I think you should do some things that are conductive to a better society and to a better family. Is that fair, Jess?
Yeah, I get
So
that.
hold on,
But
Eden, hold on, Eden man.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Man,
You
just
asked
hold on.
us a
Jazz said
question.
something. Hold on, let me address what she's saying. Jazz, this is the main thing. Men were tricked that they wanted marriage and monogamy, and men are fighting
Who
for what
tricked them?
women. Let me finish, ma'am.
Who tricked them?
Women.
Can I finish?
We had that much power?
And Jazz,
Yes.
you did it again, right? So when
How? When we
fantastic,
didn't even have rights before.
He's talking.
fantastic was cutting you off,
And you
I asked
started
Fantastic.
talking.
No, when Fantastic cut you off, I asked him to
You sound
stop.
so mean. Jesus Christ.
Why are
Who
you?
enforces women? Who
Watch,
enforces
hold
the
on. You
right?
see, I'm trying to talk. Watch.
She's just so.
When men are fighting for what women want, if you want your own life, I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna do me as long as you doing you. But if you want to do you, don't tell men what they have to do with themselves and to be real men. If you want to do you, I'm gonna do me. But I already didn't want to sign up for this because and Fatty was talking about that earlier. You trap us with yourself and you trap us with the kids. But when we submit to what you want, you still don't honor and commit to that, and we don't get nothing for it. So if you're not gonna do me, and you're gonna do you and have your own life and own voice, then stop complaining about men doing themselves.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not saying that. Okay. All I'm saying is allow women to do their own thing. Without you, a single man should have no bearing on what a single woman is doing with her life. All I'm saying is give a single woman that is not looking to be married, that is not looking to have a kid, that is just trying to do her own thing. Let her have the autonomy and choice to do so. She's single. She's
We
not
are.
trying to.
And she does.
Okay, give me a second. So, Jess, when
He's
you were
useless to
invited,
society.
Jess, when you were invited to other shows, in any way, shape, or form, did you talk down on Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, Future, any black man or man in general just decides to spread their seed around and just do what they need to do because they are they and they're just free and they deserve, like, in any shape or form, did you talk down on them?
I don't know about talking down, but
Criticize them. Criticize. What's my
Criticizing,
criticize?
yes.
I would say that the way that they go about creating, these children is a
Mhm.
little irresponsible.
Okay. So if you can make assessment of right or wrong, right, when it comes to these men doing behaviors, why can you, instead of saying, "Oh, it's because let them do their mistakes and do freedom
Yeah.
and all that," why can you do exactly the same thing and says, "Okay, there's some freedoms, and I'm not about restraining women's freedoms because you
Yes,
are not, and none
that's
of
what I'm
us
asking.
are. I don't think none of us are about restricting women's freedoms, but
Yes,
it's
you are.
definitely right or wrong. So if a woman decides to have an OnlyFans, for example, you might look at it and say, "Oh, nigga, look at them going
I
to
think
go."
Patty missed it.
Okay, so you okay, so
Patty
you're
missed
saying
it.
more women. Okay, so what you're saying is doing OnlyFans, being promiscuous, a single woman that's doing that, that's
Mhm.
doing choosing to do that with her body is wrong. And you're saying you're saying it's bad,
No,
it's
I'm
wrong.
not saying no.
No, he's
Okay,
not
okay,
saying
so
that.
I'm saying is wrong.
No, it's you. No, one
Watch,
second.
hold
you're
on.
saying that
He's
No,
trying
women
to make a
shouldn't.
point.
1 second, please, because she doesn't understand what I said,
He's trying
right?
to make a point,
Let
Jazz.
me give you.
You're
Let me
saying
give you.
that
Let
women
me
Patty,
give you.
that's not what we
One
was
second,
talking
please.
about.
Let me give
We
you.
was talking about.
Let me give you a clear example, and then you guys got it, right?
you want me
You
to
guys.
condemn women who do
No,
OnlyFans?
no, no,
No,
no,
he
no.
said
I
no.
don't.
We're
No,
not
I
going to
don't.
judge
I don't
you.
want. I don't
He's
want
not
you to
going to judge
condemn it.
you.
I
So
don't
what
want
is
you
it
to.
that you want me to say?
Let him
If
fucking
I can
say
explain myself, that I can tell you exactly what
No,
it
no,
is.
no, you're okay.
I will tell you
it's
exactly what
crazy
it is.
how y'all keep doing this shit.
Oh my God,
Without the respect, and once again, man, once again,
I
like
get her
there's
real
something.
riled up.
There's 1 second. I'm talking.
Jesus.
I'm talking. I'm going to give a clear cut example so everybody can engage, and we can go to the career part because that's the part that actually interests me, right? Dr. Cheyenne Bryan. Everybody in this panel is familiar with her, right? I'm
Right.
not taking her liberties of marrying and having a kid at 42. I'm just saying, if I'm talking with the average woman, and if I know there's 500 people watching and there's woman watching this, I would never recommend a woman to do that. You are going to probably pick a wrong father. You are going to marry to the wrong guy. You probably have a lot of complications when it comes to having kids. So even though I'm not restricting her freedoms, I will clearly not recommend that and say this is extremely dangerous for your future because you're probably going to have a kid like try to shoot the ball from mid court, and even if you make it, like you're going to have problems because it's very difficult to vet and to get the father of your kid to impregnate you in 6 months when you are not even sure who is going to be, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that if any man has an issue with women who are promiscuous like that or OnlyFans models, just not don't pay attention to them.
Yeah,
Like
but there's a thing, is and this is what I'm talking about. If you are so
I don't pay
quicker.
attention.
No, if you are, see, if it's so easy for you to say keep Nick Cannon is irresponsible, right?
Well, I don't go out my way. The conversations are brought up, and then I'm asked
No,
about.
no, absolutely. Do you think that, for example, what Dr. Brian is doing is irresponsible?
Who?
Dr. Brian, do you think what she's doing is
Dr.
irresponsible?
Cheyenne Bryant
What
is
is
what
she
she's
Cheyenne
doing?
doing.
Brian,
What is she doing?
she is a dating coach. She's 42 years old. We are in July. She's saying that she's going to have a kid this year by a guy that is 9 years younger than her with some
Yeah.
insecurities and all
She's
that.
been
Like,
dealing with him for 5 years. She's been
yeah,
stringing him along for 5 years, not in a serious relationship. She's openly dating.
That's
She's not
wrong.
currently married. And now
yes,
she's saying by the end of the year at 42, she plans on being pregnant.
Hey,
yes. She's
sounds delusional as fuck to me, but that's her business.
No, see,
That's
So is
her
Cam
business.
Newton. So is Cam Newton's business. If he,
You're right. But when you ask me my point of view on their lifestyle, it's
yeah,
like, yeah, these are good men, but yeah, having all these babies with all these women, that's a little irresponsible. It's irresponsible on him, and it's definitely irresponsible for men to be an addition to that. You
so
know
you
what
it's
think
irresponsible. What about the
so
women?
so so
I'm saying? I
that,
just said it, Rob.
that's
I
why
just said it.
I asked the question.
I
How
thought you
I
said
asked
him.
the
You said
question. Do you
him. You
think,
said him.
now that you know what she's doing, do you think? And again, it's a woman with a lot of money.
I
This,
said she that
do
sounds
you think
delusional
no? Do you think he's irresponsible? That's the word that we're going to use. Do you think he's
Yeah.
irresponsible?
for her. That
No,
race,
no.
yeah, for her, it might
Say
be.
yes.
No, overall, for a woman to wait until 42 years old without, like, do you think he's irresponsible for a woman
Well,
in general to do
she.
that?
Hey,
well,
Jazz. She
sometimes
No,
Hold
no,
women.
said.
on, hold on, y'all. It's a lot going on here,
no,
right?
no. Yes, there's a lot going on. Wait just 1 second. Do you think he's
Say
irresponsible?
yes.
Do you think? No, I'm talking about woman in general. Do you think he's irresponsible for a 42-year-old career woman without a husband and an actually set partner, a boyfriend official,
That's a
to
fact.
just
Yeah.
make these claims about I'm going to have a kid this year? I took my DUI
Yes.
out. Do you think that's irresponsible?
More than
Yes.
irresponsible.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, is what she's doing irresponsible?
No. Oh, you said what? You
Is
sure?
what Dr. Bryant is doing? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand the question. So, are you
Take it out of Dr. Brian.
Are you
This is
saying
the
like
one.
is it irresponsible because she's not married to be given this
No,
advice?
No.
no. Is she
getting pregnant.
irresponsible? Go ahead, Fatty.
Huh?
Like is like me, for example, saying this, right?
Is
I am fatty. I have enough money to do IVF. Fuck this woman. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to be the dad. All that is. Do you think that is irresponsible?
no, that's your choice.
Okay. So now, okay, we clarify this, right?
I disagree on that point.
If a woman acts on her choice and she says, and this is a clear example, right? I am 35, but I'm pursuing my career.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a kid on my 40s. 41, 42. I'm going to get a guy. I'm going to decide to have a kid. Is she irresponsible by doing that?
I don't know.
That's fair.
She's
Yeah,
irresponsible.
you guys got it. It's fine. You don't
She's
have to.
irresponsible.
No, I got you. You don't have to concede to a right or wrong. I just wanted to
said-
establish the parameter.
More than
to kind of
irresponsible.
understand what we're-
And you got it. It's real fast. Either man, you already saw I was gonna say something, either man. So I don't know why you try to do that, right? Let me just
No,
say
I'm
something.
just trying to answer your question for an hour ago. You asked me a question an hour ago. You still haven't let me answer it.
I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to give you the mic. On that
I think the irresponsibility will be what the consequence is.
Hold
when
on,
she does that.
Jazz. On that show, she said the reason why she was still single is because God didn't bless her with a man yet. But then they asked her if a 1-year-old man is still unmarried and childless. She said he was being selfish.
Yeah, she sound crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Like, everybody thinks she's crazy.
Go ahead,
Everybody
man.
thinks she's delusional.
But now you got
And that's what I said at first. I'm like, that sounds delusional, but that's her business. That's not nobody else's business. That sounds crazy and delusional. And that may not work in her favor. She does come out very like, you know what I mean? But that's her business. She does.
When it's a woman, it's her business. When it's a man,
That's
they
the
won't
point.
shut up about it.
That's the point.
That's cool.
No,
You guys
when
do not shut
when
up.
he flipped
A
it,
man
Melanie-
wants more than one woman, y'all got a problem with it.
Yeah,
A man
that's the
has
point.
kids outside of the household, y'all got a problem with it.
I only have
This is bullshit.
I only have a problem with deceit. If you want to date multiple women, be honest about it. If
It's
you
not
gotta-
deceit to
if
begin
you
with
gotta-
because it's in his
No,
natural nature.
it's my business. It's my
No,
business.
business.
No, it's my
Natural
business.
nature.
I have all the right to lie. It's my business.
no,
My
no.
body, my choice. We don't talk about body
You're
count
right.
over here.
If
I
you're
can have
in a
multiple and nobody can say
relationship,
nothing.
though,
It's my
my
choice.
point is this:
But that's no problem.
if you're in a relationship, if you have chosen to be in a monogamous relationship, you know
Men don't
you.
do that.
Wait a
Women
minute,
demand
wait a minute. Okay, but here's the thing, Melanin. If a man feels that he just has to have multiple women all the time, he can't help himself.
When did we say that?
Oh, can you let me finish, love?
Let her finish, please.
So let me
I need
finish.
the man can go
Don't
next.
call her love. Don't call her love, Jazz.
Right. Right, fantastic.
Well, if she had that boundary, I would
you were
respect
definitely
it.
You're a
offended when he said
hypocrite.
it.
It's
Well,
fine.
that's me,
It's
baby.
fine. Let her
Well, my
finish.
name's
It's
not
fine.
Love.
Let her finish.
Okay, Melanin.
It's
So,
fine.
okay.
Let her finish. Hey, this is probably the toughest panel that I had to moderate since I got on this place. But it's
So all
incredible.
I'm saying is this.
Go ahead, Jess.
I don't think it's natural for a man to be a deceit. Like, I don't think when I hear women say like it's in their nature to
Yes.
cheat. So are you saying
No,
it's
men
in
don't
the
cheat.
Male. Oh
Men
no!
do
Don't
not
have, don't have,
cheat.
Men definitely
Okay, it's in a man's natural nature to desire
oh
more
shit!
than one woman. If he chooses to act upon that,
Oh
That's
if
what I'm
he
shit!
talking
chooses
about.
to act upon that, it's his choice.
It's not in our nature.
Okay, so
Okay, the word cheat was created by women to degrade the man's natural nature. Okay, period.
Wow,
It's
it's
a
in the
man's
Bible.
choice.
Way before-
It is a man's choice
A
whether
woman
he
never wrote
wants
the
to be
Bible.
with
It's
one
in the
woman or
Bible.
not. It is a man's choice, not yours. Okay,
okay.
you guys are demanding it,
Yeah.
which automatically puts a man at a disadvantage to
just-
not be able to be honest. Okay,
Mm.
and they try to conform to what you guys ask for, and then when they make a mistake, they lose it all because it was always his nature. There's
Okay.
no
So,
understanding.
okay, Melanin. I got you. It's in a man's nature to want multiple women.
Okay, so don't call it cheating when you're
Okay.
addressing it.
But it's cheating. Here's
No, it's not.
No, but you just listen, baby.
It's
You
cheating.
gotta
You say
understand
you-
what cheating is.
In the box, be
If you
quiet.
are in a monogamous relationship with a woman that you agree to be in, if this is men's nature, they should never enter monogamous relationships.
If this
If
is a
you
man's
wait,
nature, you shouldn't be
hold on.
demanding monogamy. You
No,
shouldn't
it's a
demand
man's
that.
thing. Melanin, Not every man feels like this. There are some
Okay,
men that are okay.
choice. This is his
Listen,
choice, not
listen,
yours.
listen.
One mic,
I
let him
know
just
this.
go and then Melanie go. Go
Jesus
ahead.
Christ. I understand what you're saying. Men should have they should get all the women and all the coochie they need to
I didn't say
survive.
that.
I'm not saying that's what you said, Melanin. What I'm saying, Melanin, is that if a man knows that this is his nature, because not every man feels like they need multiple women while they're in a relationship. If you are a single man, you're right, like Fatty said, he don't have to tell nobody what he's doing. He's
Not
a
true.
single man. He's loyal to himself. But
Not
if you are choosing to be if you are entering a relationship, you meet a girl and you know that she is looking for a monogamous relationship, and you agree to that monogamous relationship knowing that you are not the monogamous type, and then you enter it,
Not about him not being the type.
then you go and you enter it. Nobody made this man enter this relationship. He agreed to being in this monogamous relationship, and then you go around and you cheat on that. That's cheating, because you could just be honest or stay single.
Okay,
So is posting
okay.
your
So
ass
by,
on
by by
Instagram
your
though.
logic
So is
and by
posting
what
your
you're
ass on
saying, okay,
Instagram.
let's
That's
say that
cheating.
he goes into the situation being monogamous, right? A lot of the times, let's go with your theory. A lot of the times, you guys are getting cheated on because you signed up to play a role you do not fulfill. Let's talk about that.
Why?
That's
That's
a
not what
fact.
we're talking
Why
about.
You
are we
guys
not
know
talking
you guys
about
are the
that?
number one vow breakers. She's right. Women.
1 second, if you are not a queen and you are a king, just be quiet, kings. Just let the ladies answer.
Let's talk about that. Why are you guys getting cheated on?
I mean,
answer the question.
I think the person that is getting cheated on is not the reason why that person cheated.
Why not?
We said this earlier.
Why do men cheat?
Because cheating is a choice. That's what they wanted to do, and they were appealing to their self-interest instead of being honest about what they were dissatisfied. Instead of being honest and communicating what they're being dissatisfied with in their relationship, they chose to be selfish and go outside of their relationship to fulfill that.
It's not about being selfish. How is he being selfish when his needs are not being met?
So leave the relationship. Why do you have to be a coward and lie?
Ejaculate.
Let me help the queens real quick. There's a clock over there on the right side. Tells exactly how many. Let's get Melanie for 50 seconds, and then when the clock is up, Jazz, uninterrupt, please. Go ahead, Melanie.
A man is supposed to be able to ejaculate at least 21 times in a month to avoid prostate cancer.
That's a fact.
Do not fulfill these needs. Okay? So you guys
That's a fact.
You want him to lessen his life over you and your feelings. That's what you're asking a man to do.
No, I'm not. What I'm asking
when you're asking for monogamy, this is what you're asking for.
Yes, you are.
No, watch. Can you calm down?
Hey, friends.
No, I'm not gonna calm down. I'm passionate about it because he's talking real shit.
Hey, friends. We have bounties for all the kings that interrupt, including Fatty and Ali. Okay, if any king interrupts, drop us. Thank you very much.
So, cool. If men need to ejaculate 21 times a day, cool. All I'm saying is, be honest. Have integrity.
Women give men space to be honest. Yes or no?
Yes. When you go first approach a woman, see, that's the thing. You're men are being honest is because they know not every woman is going to be on par with them sharing their relationship with other women, and that's okay. But that is something that you're just going to have to deal with until you find a woman that is okay with sharing you. So you do have a choice to say, I can deal with this woman because she understands me. But
do women give men a choice? Do women give men a choice to be with a virtuous woman? Do they got a choice to get a virgin? Or do you guys still want all the provision and everything while you're not even giving him a virgin?
Okay, so that's weird. So
all I'm saying,
all I'm saying is, because why are we talking about virgins, bro? So
because they can't find one and they have to settle for you, and then you're not even a virgin with all of these demands on what you won't do. Okay, you guys can't even please them, and you're not even a virgin.
All I'm saying is, Melanin, it's okay for the man to be honest about that. He does not have to go
give him space to be honest, and you guys will get exactly what you're. No, you don't. No, you don't. You guys come with demands up front. Or are you talking to other women? I'm not tolerating that. I won't tolerate no cheating.
The man should leave.
I gotta be number one. You're sleeping with me. What is this?
Should leave, and the man should leave. If that woman is giving that much pushback, to that man's lifestyle, then that woman is not the man for him. If
Let
out
him
the gate,
leave without taking all of his finances.
no,
Let him leave
before
without
you
holding
even,
his children hostage
Melanin,
against him. Let him leave with no consequence, and they will.
Melanin,
Let them
before
leave
you
with
even,
no consequence, and y'all would have been got left.
Melanin, before you even get to that part, you have to get to know somebody first. If you are intentional about dating someone or involving somebody in your life, you're going to know what their lifestyle is, baby. Before I even have the opportunity to take your money, you can walk away from me and say, Jazz is not the girl for me. If I'm telling you, before we even get into a relationship, listen to what I'm saying. Before we even get into a relationship, there are stages to getting to know one another. By the time
Yeah, and the woman always has her best representative at those dates and at those appointments. Okay, you guys don't get lazy until you get what you want, which is the ring.
I think that can happen amongst both
It does.
genders.
That's why the divorce rate is so high.
But what I was saying is this: before you get into a relationship, both men and both women need to understand who they're getting into a relationship with. If I'm a person that values monogamy, I'm going to make sure
if
the
you
person
value
that I'm
monogamy, you'd be a virgin until marriage.
okay.
Let's
So
not
like
go there.
So like I said, if I'm a woman that values being in a loyal relationship
be a
with
virgin.
one person,
Be a virgin.
and then there will be another man that's interested in that. If that man is not interested in just being with me, that's okay. He can leave me
You
before
guys are
we get
not
into a
worthy to be
relationship.
the only one that he's with.
And that's
you
cool.
guys are not worthy.
And that's cool. But luckily for me, I have a man that feels that I'm
right now. We'll see how long that lasts.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is that we can just be honest out the gate. I don't understand why there's pushback with that.
Okay, they don't need to be honest about something that's in their natural nature. This shouldn't have to be a conversation.
I'm not gonna put deceit and being a coward in a man's nature.
So now you want to label him with negative connotations based off something that is natural. If it wasn't natural, then why is so many people getting cheated on?
When you have to lie about it, that makes
why
you
does he
a
have to
coward.
lie? If the only reason why somebody's lies, the only reason why somebody lies is because they're not given the space to be honest.
You don't even have to get into a woman's space.
Yes or no?
You don't even have to get. The only reason they run into these issues is because they're not being honest about what they want, entering monogamous relationships with women that want monogamy.
If you are not a virgin, you should not be demanding monogamy.
Can I ask a question real quick?
I'm not going to go there with you.
Can I ask a question? And y'all was telling me for a second because that's where we're going to go.
Like,
Melanie, would you be
have a relationship that's exclusive?
You hear him talking? I'm just confused.
Hey, Fatty. Before you, hey, Fatty, hold on. Jazz. Hey, Fatty, bring me down here real quick. Fatty, bring me down here real quick. Fatty, bring me down here real quick.
Loyal?
Hey, Jazz. No. Y'all, hold on. Watch. Hold on. If it's unrealistic for a man to expect a woman to be a virgin, is it unrealistic for a man that you meet that's been having sex with all these women and have multiple women to just stop having sex and have it with you for the rest of his life?
If that's what he chooses.
No, I didn't ask you about a choice. Is it realistic?
If that's what he chooses.
See how you answer, Jazz? Jazz, listen, everything you answer is at the convenience of what women want to hear or men want to hear. You answer in truth. Listen, when you say that stuff, you keep it from women being judged to one, be logical or to be able to be shamed if they go outside of what they should do, right? You said being a virgin is unrealistic. But if I'm a man who was sleeping with a whole bunch of women, had a whole bunch of women, and then a woman wants to be me to be monogamous, not the man who couldn't get women, is that realistic to be with a man who's been getting all this sex and all this women to finally stop having sex and just have sex with one woman?
No.
Please, is that realistic?
No, it's not realistic if that man is not interested.
No, that's it. No. When you told Melanin it's unrealistic, did Jazz? You are very smart. That's
no, I am so
no. Let me finish. No, you're not. Let me finish. And you know how I know? And Fatty keeps saying this, and we've been saying this too. Y'all are all red pill. The difference between people being red pill, the difference between the people who will acknowledge they red pill, who not.
You don't even know what red pill is.
Let me finish. Is people who are manipulating, because when you want to say what's right for you, you know how to break it down. But soon as it can be applicable to a man doing it as well too, you want to say why it's right or why it's your business. Or why it's not your business, right? All I'm saying is this: if being a virgin for women today is unrealistic, then don't expect the man. It's not realistic for a man to not be polygamous when he already was the man, had all these women, and you're asking him to be monogamous with you without no context.
So here's my point. Here's my point. If I knew that a man that I may have had interest in was out here slinging dick, never looked like he had a stable relationship, I would not ask him for anything. I would not be on his radar. That I would never ask a man to change. He has to be the one to want to change. That's what I'm saying. Like, who's demanding y'all to be in these relationships? Who's demanding this? You all are choosing. Y'all the leaders of this shit. If you want to be in a relationship, that's up to you. If you want to be exclusive, that's up to you.
So I was no. Hey, Jazz, respectfully, we'll bust you down to the end of end of our lives. You say, I'm not going to keep doing this. You already admitted that earlier. You said,
thank you, Ali. You said it earlier.
You said it earlier. If we both committed to casual sex and said we'll just have sex and you gonna do you and I'm gonna do me, but when we meet each other, we gonna have sex. You say, hey, I can't keep doing this. I need something for my sex. You already admitted to
Ali,
that.
Ali,
no, ain't no, but there's no.
But here's the thing. You just said two different things.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Because you said we had an agreement that we were just going to be casual. And when we get together, that's what it's going to be. That's one thing. Another thing is we're dating. We never had that.
Hold on, stop right there, though.
And we're just
stop. Right. No, Jazz. Is it realistic for a man to tell you, look, yo, for the rest of his life, all I want from you is sex for the rest of my life? Is that realistic?
No, not for me.
No, not.
For most women.
No. Listen to what I asked you again. No, Jazz. I'm gonna ask you again. If you met a guy, he said, all I want is sex. This is what I'm here for, and you obliged. You didn't put no pressure on him. Would he ride to the sunset with just having sex? That's all I'm asking.
I would not oblige to that.
No. I didn't. Jazz, can you be?
Jazz, you have to listen. It's the opposite.
Please.
Not you. It's not
most
you, Jazz.
Women, not you. Take this stuff out.
No. He's saying,
and you answered it already for you. So
yeah, he's saying if a man came through and he said, "All I want from you is sex," and you gave him sex forever, would you ride it until the sunset, until the wheels fall off? Just keep going. Like, would he still do it? Yeah.
Until he got tired of it.
Until he got tired of it.
Would I allow him to just have sex?
No. Hypothetically.
You're already allowing it. This is all you require him.
If that is what I'm accepting.
No, it's not.
No. Everybody else stop. Y'all, please, everybody stop, because it don't help. Jazz.
What?
Jazz.
No, I'm so slow.
Jazz, it's fine. We have time.
I'm so fucking retarded.
If we made an agreement, I said, look, Jazz, I ain't looking for nothing but sex for the rest of our lives, and we made the agreement, would most men ever break that agreement?
No.
Okay.
No.
If women made that agreement, would most women break that agreement?
Yes.
Probably eventually.
And that's the problem in that is the core. That is the answer in all these.
No.
Listen.
Y'all are the number one vow breakers.
How is that breaking a vow?
No, I'm talking about in terms of marriage. Like you guys.
Not a marriage he just described.
No, but I'm talking about in general. I'm just talking about your guys' nature in general. You guys demand monogamy. You guys demand marriage.
Hold on. Watch.
Let's get this party started.
Self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Oh, shit.
She's there. She went to say they got a couple.
Yes,
Jazz, the point we're making is when you say I'ma do me, and I say I'ma do me, and you say I'ma do me too. Women change their mind, say I don't want to just do me anymore. I want to do you. And then the man goes, no, most of the times, and the man go, listen, I told you before what I needed for you to be on my page. Can you do that? Yes. Okay. She comes back. Once we're on the same page again, she goes, you know what? This is too controlling. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go back to doing me. It's a cycle of it repeats the cycle. And because you can't say face to do with me, what women will do will go to another guy that don't know who they are and start the cycle right back over. As soon as they can't get the guy to do everything they want while you get to do yourself, because most women want a relationship while they get to do themselves as well too. But once the man implements some boundaries and has self-respect and go, no, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do me, and you're gonna do a family, or you stay out there in the streets, the woman will go, you know what? I'm gonna do me until she doesn't want to do herself anymore. Most women today want the power, the responsibility, and the liberty to do whatever they want to do, and they want a man to sign up for it. But then when a man asks you to do something for him, you say it's controlling and you want to do you. All I'm saying is this: when we get to a place where we commit to just doing each other, and I'm gonna do me and do you, y'all keep changing your mind. You want something more than just sex. It's not
Well,
men.
okay, and that's fine. Well, like you all always say, men and women are different, right? So naturally, if we're
No. Oh, in fact, you got to bring it back down. She's not gonna do that real quick. In fact, you got to go back up real quick.
Damn.
No, Jazz.
Okay,
Jazz. No, Jazz.
Just forget it. I'm done. Just let's
And I'm
move
gonna
on.
give it back to No. I'm gonna give it back to Fantastic. The point is this: when y'all say men don't want to get married, all men want is sex. This is why we here, and that you just gonna keep speaking right over me. But that's what. I don't mean like disrespectfully either, Jazz. I mean like we make the point, and you still go. But you can't ask for marriage, and you can't ask for man to want to be with you and provide for you, and then go all he wants is sex. If that's all the woman are providing, or that's all women are giving us. That's it. That's all you put on the table. Go
Okay.
ahead. It's fantastic. You come back.
And
That's why.
I'm saying, like, if it's a casual encounter, and whether the man or the woman wants more, when most of the time it's going to be the woman. Eventually, sometimes we'll say some certain things like we can do this casual shit, and then next thing you know, we're changing our minds. Women are built like that. We're connected intrinsically in a different way when it comes to sex in our body. So yeah, eventually a woman may want to shift her desires may change. So if she approaches that agreement and says, hey, you know what, I think I want to explore something deeper than this casual encounter, I don't think that it's wrong for her to say that. But if it doesn't work, then that means those two people just going to have to walk away from each other. He needs to go find another woman that's going to continue on his program. And if she changes her mind, she needs to leave that man alone. She needs to leave that man alone and find a man that is now ready to have more than just a casual encounter.
Don't get married, man. That shit fucking crazy.
That's being a grown-up. You know what I'm saying? It's called being able to communicate your desires and your needs and your wants, and being authentic in what you actually want from the start. If you that guy, you ain't got to lie about nothing. If you're that guy, you can approach a woman and say, look, baby, this is
How do you know that? How do you know this?
Look, because I've met these kind of men. I've met these kind of men. I know I have friends who date these kind of men. These men, I know these.
But how do you know they? I
know these kind of men.
Will most women share a man, Jazz? Will most women share a man, Jazz?
Most women will not, but there are.
Okay, so stop, Jazz. Stop talk about the minority, Jazz.
Okay. So the women that don't share men, right? Those men need to find women that do.
Hey, Melanie, one second, Jazz. Just 1 second.
Leave women that want exclusivity alone.
Yes, that's fair. Hey, Melanie, would you share a man?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, so little
like you monogamous and found God.
Yeah, hey, little black book. You don't need to zoom in. Just get away from the camera.
Yeah, you believe in God.
Because,
and,
for somebody so righteous as you, you zoom in very quick. Like,
that's a little thirsty, right there.
You do it. That
I'm just saying, if you that nigga, you ain't got to lie about shit.
Yeah. So I have two questions for the fellas in the middle and for the ladies too. You can jump in whatever you can, right? Between a woman that is willing to share in you and a woman that is prioritizing her career or her family, whatever, like which one would you think most men should prioritize? Meaning the woman that puts family over career or career over family, and the woman that puts I'm okay with sharing you versus the woman that wants exclusivity forever. Like which one would y'all think you'll prioritize? And then I want the ladies to jump in and then the rest of the fellas. Sorry, Reese, you look very comfortable. I will bring you very soon to the conversation. Go ahead.
He chilling.
Do you want to answer it first?
Go ahead, little black book. Yes.
No, I'd prioritize a woman that prioritize family first if I'm going to be dating and marrying her. Yeah.
Okay. Other question.
And the question: a woman that is willing to share, or a woman that wants a monogamous relationship?
Hey, I don't like to share. So, baby, if you like to share, we're in a whole different situation.
No, her. No, she'll share you.
She will share you.
She'll share.
I don't need you. I told you, I don't like sharing. I don't need sharing.
You only need one until the end of life. You are 30 early, like 30.
Man is not thirsty. pussy like that.
7 months ago, he
Y'all
was
put two-
willing
y'all
to share.
put two
Now,
on
No,
all of a sudden,
Ali, stop.
Wait, hold on. 7 months ago, I wasn't sharing.
you said
Hey,
you.
I agree with him. I agree with this man. Ali, stop fighting.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
So just to make this clear,
They were sharing you.
just to make this clear, Little Black Book, you are willing to do a 45-year bid with only one coochie for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. And I think it's amazing that one person gets to know me on that intimate level. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of you got emotional issues. You don't admit that, but it's cool.
Rocket.
So you had emotional issue for all these years?
Absolutely. And I told you that earlier on. Last time.
Oh
I had
shit, Ali, fight back. Damn.
Hey, Little Black Book, if you were sharing them
Yes,
hoes,
sir.
them hoes were sharing you too, right?
Absolutely. I'm sure they were. I mean, it's not, Yeah. And like, that's a self-esteem issue. You want to be sharing people that are sharing people? Come on, that's a self-esteem issue, bro. Why would you want to share all those people? Why do you want to share all those people?
Exactly. Why do you need so much?
Oh, really?
What are you
Yeah.
overcompensating for?
Hey,
Why you
Jess,
need
hey,
all this
Jess,
stuff?
hey, Jess, how many shoes do you have?
Oh, baby, I don't know.
Yeah,
Why do you need so much? Why do you need so many pairs of shoes, Jess?
I love shoes.
Oh, and I love pussy. Congratulations. That's the same. See?
I can't argue that point. I'm
Very
sorry. I have to
simple
leave that one
takedown.
alone.
Good job.
I love shoes.
Ain't no
But I ain't
pussy
got
like-
a lot of nobody to get on
Not
my
only that, not only
I
that,
ain't
Jazz,
got a lot of
Jazz,
anybody
Jazz,
to
one
get on
more
my
thing. Hey,
shoes. Y'all
Jazz, one
lying
more
to
thing.
women to get
You would
women.
lie. You would lie. You would lie.
Watch,
You would
hold
lie
on,
if your
slow down.
husband.
Look, and I'm gonna ask Little Black
I'm
Book.
not
You
even.
and I, you and I,
Hey,
you and I.
Bro, I'm not even.
Little Black Book. If a
You
man
Yes,
had
sir.
if a man had 3 women that he loved and cared about,
Mhm.
could he stay loyal to him for his whole life?
Could you stay loyal to him? I mean, it depends on the
Would he,
contract. Yeah, I
would,
guess
he,
so. I don't.
would he, as
If
long
he,
as they
if he
never
said,
deal with another woman, they most likely would he stay loyal to them for the rest of his life? As long as
yeah, I
they
mean,
don't
if
deal
he's,
with
yeah, I don't see why he
Right.
couldn't stay faithful to
If
his people.
women had their choice of 3 men, would they be loyal to
Mhm.
the guy even if they got the guy they wanted?
Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't
Oh
if they
my
don't choose
God!
to be with
See what
women. Yeah,
I'm
what?
saying? See,
I don't get what what
are
I've done there, man.
women already loyal? What most women are loyal to
Are women
their
not
men.
loyal?
Black Book?
Are
Women
women
aren't
not
loyal.
loyal?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you know what? I didn't know that. I didn't know you chose disloyal women. My bad. I didn't know. If you operate with disloyal women, my bad. I don't.
Wait, Black Book.
No, you don't got a
Black
woman.
Book.
You don't have a woman.
Whoa. You
Y'all
know
are
that
trying
well.
to.
Black Book. Do women
Yes, I would.
initiate more? Do women initiate more divorces or men?
Women.
Yes. Let's say women.
And
Let's
and
say
and,
do.
and, and, and prior to marriage, when you do a marriage, do you not take vows? Yes or no?
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
And what did a vow say? For richer or for poor? For
You
better or for
cannot go
worse?
outside
For
your
sickness or-
marriage, which a lot of women do. What
And
lots
it
of
also,
men do.
But
we have
that's
to.
not the number one reason for divorce, Jazz.
Don't
Yeah,
go away
because
from my
men are
point.
cheating
No,
on their wives.
I
Why?
just
no,
said
hold on.
I just said that.
Hey,
I just said
you
Hey,
Jazz,
infidelity
Ali
is not
spoke
the
first.
number
Ali
one
spoke
reason
first.
for divorce.
Cheating. Cheating is bad.
Jazz,
The
infidelity.
majority of
Women
men
have
are
to
not
cheat
cheating.
better. Why you keep wanting
Infidelity
to talk
isn't the
about what
number.
men are doing?
Jazz,
Women cheat better
infidelity.
and more. Women cheat better and more. Why
No,
you
no,
trying to go
Hey,
there?
hold on, Melanin. Hey,
At that
Jazz.
point, I do
Melanin.
But
agree with you.
infidelity is not the number one reason for
Right.
divorce,
I'm
Jazz.
so
It's
mad.
because she's unhappy.
Jazz, did you hear what I?
People have been sitting up
Jazz,
there with
Jazz.
a pink face all
No,
day.
no,
You ain't
she's
laughed
talking
once.
about.
And I believe
You ain't laughed one
I
time.
can't
Girl.
believe that I
That's
can't
what Ali.
believe that we could recenter the show for like 1
I've been
second.
hold
laughing.
on.
I've been
I got
So
beef.
y'all
I
just
got
went.
beef.
over there mad as hell.
I got beef
Ali
with
running away again, as
Jazz.
always.
I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna
Ali,
bring you back. Hey,
and
Jazz.
Ali be running.
Jazz, what women keep saying is men are cheating. Melanin said that it's in our nature to deal with multiple women. What I asked,
Those are two different things.
Jazz, can you hold on, please?
Those are two different things.
Jazz,
Cheating
if
is deceit.
no,
Having multiple women.
Jazz, don't do it. Come on, Jazz. This Ali. Come on, this
Cheating
Ali.
is deceit.
I did Jazz, please. I asked you to please. I said my delivery, though. How about delivery? I'm just doing the delivery.
Baby, it's two different things.
So Jazz, if you Jazz, don't do that. Now, Jazz, if
You shaking the goods for all in.
no Black Book, look Black Book about to lose it.
I'm
God, you gotta
focused on
lose
the
God
Bible.
and your religion.
See, that's that shit. I'm good on that.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, not this freaking guy.
So Jazz.
Yes, this freaking guy.
Not this freaking guy.
Jazz, if the men had their 3 women and they didn't consider it cheating, would men be loyal to those women they were dealing with?
Wait, say it again.
Would most men, if they got the women they wanted, would they be loyal to those women? Like if the women didn't consider it cheating, would they keep just dealing with those women that they like dealing with?
Yeah.
Now, that's why I asked you, would most women, if they had the option of 3 men, would they stay loyal to their man, that those 3 guys, or find a reason, even if they got the guys they wanted, find something wrong with those guys?
Maybe.
That's the problem, Jazz. Even y'all have most.
But
let
you're
me
asking
finish.
2 different questions.
No, I'm not. Most men will deal with all the issues, the pros and cons that come with their women, as long as they don't deal with another man, and they'll stay loyal to the women they choose. Most women, if they get 3 of the men that they wanted, are gonna move the goalpost and find a reason, find something wrong with the men they chose. That's the
I
problem.
mean, yes, in
It's
some
statistically
cases, in other
proven.
cases,
In most
no.
cases,
No, it's
The
statistically
whole
proven.
thing with women that y'all are missing, the
you're
whole
gonna
thing
go
with
to
women,
another point
a
again.
woman will easily get on your program if you're honest and making her feel emotionally secure. If you are moving
So
with
true.
integrity and being honest, and you say, baby, it's gonna be you and her, and that's it. That's what I want. And if you want me, this is what you got to do. If you
No.
could just say that and just be honest, you'll be surprised at how many women will be like, you know what, you are a good man.
Women don't like boring. Women don't like boring. Let me
Okay, see, you got a problem with
finish.
you got
Let
a
me finish.
problem with
Let
every
me finish. Let me
solution.
finish. Let me
You
finish.
got a problem with
This
every
I'll just tell you the
solution.
truth. Women don't like boring. Women don't like consistency. Women don't like order. Women don't like responsibility. Women don't like accountability. When she deals with a righteous guy who does have boundaries and who has principles, that guy becomes boring because now she has to start working, and she already was a lazy woman before he met her anyway. Those women don't like guys like that. Guys,
Look at all
women,
these
what
things you're
you
assuming.
prove me
Look at all
wrong,
these things you're
little black
assuming,
book. Prove me
generalizing.
wrong.
Like, what are you talking
Prove me
about?
wrong. They like you.
I don't even the type of women you're talking. I'm a woman, and I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Really?
The women that you're talking about, they have to be the women that you are having experiences with. You're making
No,
a
it's all the
generalization
women. It's all
that
the
this
women.
is
You're
how
one out
most
of a
women
billion. You're one out of 4
maybe an
billion.
immature woman, maybe an immature woman, yes. An
No.
immature
You know
woman.
what?
No, regular women.
Hold on, watch. Last point, Jazz. I'll go even deeper. Women don't even like
Tired.
themselves.
Come on.
They got
Let's move on.
PTSD. They're traumatized. They're always looking for themselves, and they're always looking for happiness. They're even miserable
So
with
because they're
themselves.
always
Let me
evolving and
finish.
trying to get better.
Let me finish. So if most of you are not even happy with yourselves, how are you
Evolving
going to be
into
happy
what?
with us? We're
Okay.
not talking about self-love and healing 24/7. Y'all looking for self-love,
That's
happiness,
probably the
and healing
problem.
24/7. So that's even more of a reason why y'all are the red
Y'all
flags.
not
Y'all don't
healing.
even love yourselves.
Okay,
Women
I
are
don't know.
never.
You got it.
Book.
You got
They
it.
can
You
make
got it.
this
You're
the
right.
black
You're
book.
right. You're right. You got it. You got it.
Women are never.
Everyone, it's time for some super chats.
Don't forget what you were about to say, and please let's stay on topic, okay? I don't want to be talking about astronomy in like 20 seconds. Welcome to the show, Mr. CJ. He is in the building. Loser. HQ reacts with $2, Fatty. I got 1K to add to his kick pool. You can send it via PayPal. I hope he's 1K dollars, not Zimbabwe dollars. That shit is like 70 cents. Jonathan is in the building with a $10
Let's go. We got $10.
Sir, do you have any change?
Nah, motherfucker, I'm broke.
He said, the need to be right is real in men as well. Watch, bro. Listen to understand, not to respond. Thank you very much, Jonathan. We have Sensei in the building with another $10 ball. He says, most women want what they do not have at the time. The reality is that woman won't feel satisfied until she understands it is not her nature to ever feel satisfied. This is dangerous. Sounds right to me, Sensei. HQ, the Eden Queen, aka Aina Queen. She says, cause that ain't beneficial. G. HQ back again, saying, get him, Black Book. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, HQ, for supporting Little Black Book on the other side of the ocean. We have Donald Hawkins, $2, saying, why do Jazz monologue every reply? It's annoying. Thank
It's
you very
most
much,
women, my brother, not just Jazz.
Donald. Mr. Astro with $5. I appreciate you, Astro. Thank you very much for supporting the show. We have HQ back again. She says, when a panel guy who actually talks to women speaks sense instead of bull, y'all shit them down. Y'all doing Black Book and Eat the Man like that. A little Black Book can get a little bit of leniency. Eat the Man was some bullshit today. He got it late and he started just spitting fire. So it is what it is. We have the lovely Valerie in the building with a $10 ball. Thank you very much,
Let's
Valerie.
go. We got $10.
Sir, do you have any change?
Nah, motherfucker, I'm broke.
You guys have been killing the debates. I love it. Thank you very much, Valerie, for always showing some love or for the offline super. Thanks, I appreciate it. My boy Boogie in the building. He has a lot to review today. Boogie Reacts Entertainment says Ali Cooker. Thank you very much. Mr. A man supporting man. He says, when you're honest with woman, you're taking away the power for her to manipulate you. Thank you very much, sir. And finally, Jamie X. She says 2024, a national survey found 73% of divorcing couples cited the lack of commitment as a cause for divorce. Woman went to work. It's not finances. Thank you very much, Jamie. And finally, we have my boy Shadow Dragon TV. He helped us get all the goals. She says, psych! Who is calling my shit? Great show, gang.
Psych!
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? Yeah. OVO Sound 2025.
Thank you very much, friends.
No matter
Back to the middle of a ring. Back to the middle of the ring. Okay, friends. Career woman or stay-at-home moms. Who is happier? Okay? Career woman or stay-at-home moms. Who is happier? I would let Mel, Little Black Book, and CJ go first, and everybody can fit where they may. Either Man Williams just got a pizza, so he's back. And please, friends, no more goal post moving, please.
Well, time to move the goalpost again. On three, fellas. 1, 2, 3, push!
Y'all remember Y'all remember the topics. Don't fucking move the goalpost again, please. Please, Jesus Christ, please.
And you gotta give me, you gotta give me that fact.
Hey, Ali, I'll definitely donate it to you. We took 4 hours and 42 minutes to get to the main event of the show. Amazing.
Ooh, man, shout out to Either Man.
4 hours. This is crazy.
Hey,
but once again, hey man, I can't save nobody. I just try to do my best.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
So, Melanin,
Yes.
Little Black Book, who is happier? Career woman. And again, 2025, okay? Career woman or stay-at-home moms. 500 people in the building. Please like the video on all platforms. The likes are for free. We try to go corporate. We appreciate y'all being here. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Go ahead, Melanie. You got it in the Little Black Book.
The stay-at-home mom is happier.
So the follow-up question is, of course,
why?
The workplace is a burden. When you're trying to work and balance home, meaning the needs of him, the needs of the household, the needs of the children, the needs of yourself, you're leaving no time for yourself to just have a moment. But when you're a stay-at-home mother, you get that break because the kids are at school. So you have time for yoga, food, a moment to yourself, self-care. You don't have to worry about the financial need. So that would put you in a better place to be a better person to the husband, the children, and the overall outlook on things. So I'm gonna say the stay-at-home mother.
But does that make you happier?
Yeah, it does, because you're not having to juggle things that are not necessary, like going to work. That's not a necessity for you as a woman.
Little Black Book.
I can't say either or, man. If I'm honest with you, can't say either or. Whoever's most happiest. Do you want to ask why, or shall I answer that?
Why?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking that. Now, the reason why, and I'll keep it short, is because it really depends on the person's capacity to be able to use the skills that they have and the intelligence that they have. Whenever let's say for instance you've gone to college, you've gone to university or whatever, you've got those things, right? The ability to be able to utilize those skills are critical I believe are critical for the person's happiness. The reason being, when you underutilize yourself, you always feel like you're not doing enough. So it really depends on what your capacity is in terms of what you see for your life and how much potential you have as well. That was what will factor into your happiness. Because if you've gone to college, you've gone to university, and you've done all those things, you're probably going to use that and use your skills that you've learned and picked up along the way. So career might be your happiness, right? But if you're somebody who maybe necessarily that hasn't had that, maybe you might find that being at home. I'm not saying that either or. I'm just giving an example, by the way, because you can be at home and still have a university degree and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying that's an example. Someone might not be as happy because they're not utilizing all the skills that they have. Ali, you're right. The wind is passing by. You fart. Just want to make sure you farted over there because you know you're crinkling, bro.
Can I go next?
Think you muted.
That was not me. Let's get CJ and then either man and then open panel.
I don't really think women are happy doing neither. We let us to be as stay-at-home mothers. They complain about that. You let them work. They complain about that. Women don't really like doing anything. They want to be trophy wives. They want to be able to sit at home and let a nanny take care of their kids while they go shop, spend money, have a man finance their lives while they get to do what they want. They don't want the man to be able to tell them anything. So they rather divorce a high value man and take half of his money so they can live the life that they really want to live.
Either man Williams laughing uncontrollably. So either man, why are you laughing?
So I think this is a complex question because women go through different stages of life. I see women really hate it when the kids are under 5 and really love it when the kids are like Melanie was said at school, where the kids are graduating and she can go do what she want to do, right? So I think it's depending on what stage it is, because definitely the younger years, especially if you got 3 under 2, you have a lot of kids under 2. I see a lot of unhappiness in that for women. Then I also see people unhappy when they boss yelling at them too. So I think happiness, when you start talking about who's the most happiness, I think it depends on what stage of life it is. But over the duration, I think that women with families are over the longer period of time happiness. But in phases, they might seem to be more unhappy than the women that's in the career.
I actually wanted to ask something to Jet. Mr. Fantastic, where do you stand on this one? Career woman or stay-at-home moms who is happier? And then I have a kind of a segue question after you respond to that.
Stay-at-home moms, of course. I think Melanin covered it. It's the life that all women claim they want. The soft girl era, right? The thing they're complaining about men not giving them. So if a woman can on her own responsibility, and then like you said, most women don't even have kids, right? So or if she got kids, once those kids are school age, now she ain't even got to do that. So yeah, of course, obviously, stay at home mom.
So I have a follow-up question, right? Because you are actually a very competent content creator. You probably saw it. is Candace always promoting a lifestyle she doesn't actually live? Because the inspiration for this show was the interaction between Priscilla and Candace. And
Okay.
Candace was talking with feminists and saying that the true fulfillment of a woman is taking care of the kids and all that. And they were telling them, like Jasmine Jafar and Priscilla was like, but you don't live that life. Right? Like, you don't live that life. Like, it sounds like you actually take more joy of being here debating this than actually taking care of your kids. Was Candace Owens promoting a lifestyle she doesn't actually live? What's your opinion?
No, she literally rebutted that immediately and disproved the claims that were being made. Candace is a very wealthy person, and she said pretty much makes her own schedule. And for the most part, like you said, she works when she wants to. It's a totally different thing for when a person is entrepreneurial or they control their own schedule and destiny versus someone that has to clock into a job and you have a set schedule that's determined by somebody else. So that was a quick, false equivalency thing to make to, try and, like you say, use her as being a hypocrite or whatnot, what have you. But she literally, everything about it is to where she has the autonomy that 90+% of women do not have in, dealing with their kids. And then at the same time, being able to make a substantial amount of money, because, what I'm saying, and then do that. Because that's another big part of the aspect too. But yeah.
Jason is the man. Go ahead, the man, with a quick comment. Then I ask just a question.
So quick comment. I believe she's the hybrid that we never talks about, right? It's a hybrid. So you got stay-at-home moms, you got career women, and then you got the person who's heavily involved in their kids' life, and they also have an entrepreneur background, so they still follow their passions.
She's an anomaly. She's an anomaly.
Bro, I don't know why you thought that was important. No, I really don't. Like, anomaly doesn't matter with what I'm saying. I promise you.
Yes, it does, because it doesn't barely exist. It's not even a good example. Like, that's why, like, that was a cute remark, but
it is
in reality, it doesn't example. It's insignificant to talk about.
So I'm telling you, since
hybrid multi-millionaire slash.
I'm telling you, since I have a stay-at-home wife, they find a way to actually. Hold on, listen, brother. I'm trying to tell you, they actually find some kind of way to be useful to the family. Even it's some type of business mindset that most women say, how can I add to the family? And I don't want to just sit around and do nothing and be idle. Because once they idle, that's when I say the devil's mind is a workshop. So if you have a stay-at-home wife, you're supposed to find a way for her to fulfill purpose at home. If it's starting a t-shirt company or baking some cookies, whatever it is, that's being an entrepreneur, still following your passion, but still not putting your kids on the back burner. It's definitely a hybrid because you're still doing your career, quote unquote. How is that not a hybrid?
Go ahead, watch. Since you, because
I didn't say it wasn't a hybrid. I agree with you. I'm just saying her situation is an anomaly. She's a multimillionaire. She's married to a multimillionaire, and her situation is, yes, she's a hybrid, but it's not her specific situation is an anomaly.
Well, watch. We said earlier that the reason we use celebrity because most people can recognize them. We get that she's a millionaire, and that's why I said. I get the point you was making. I just don't understand why you put it into what I was saying to interrupt me. Like
I think what he's saying is that she's a hybrid, like you say, but her conditions are not the same because she has probably a nanny, a driver, chauffeur. Like, she has a bunch of other things extra that actually allow her to go outside and do her job and to stay at home with the kids. And if she's with the kids in the morning, like she's saying, oh, I can do my work at any time and all that. We kind of know that she probably, like, the dude that she's dating, I think he's the owner of like a gigantic hedge fund.
Yeah.
He's closer to being a billionaire than like just the.
I get that, but Fatty, I'm telling you, the women inside the house who have the most fulfillment when we talk about happiness, yes, they have an obligation to the kids and the family, but their husbands give them room to be able to follow their passions or careers too. And it might not be a 9 to 5 what we think it is. It's also them being able to do things that they like.
Can you give me percentages? Like, between work and taking care of the kids, what will be the percentage that you think a modern woman will be very happy to do? Like,
I think that's a good question. I think that a good percentage is like 75-25. 75% on the kids taking care of her husband, and the 25% is more the stuff that she chooses to add to the conversation or add to her life.
Let me get Reese and CJ since they raised their hands, and then I have a question for Jess.
Yo, I think women that are homemakers are happier. I don't have any receipts and I haven't Googled anything, but when I talk to women, it just seems like the ones who have jobs are in pure hell. All they do is complain about the trip to work, everybody at work, and the job itself, the trip home. And then they got about 2 hours to wind down from all the BS that they put up with all day, and they want somebody else to hear it. And the homemakers just seem more pleasant. They're always smiling. You know, the working chicks always got gray hair and pills in their medicine cabinet. Just from experience, it just seems like the homemakers are much happier. But then the guy earlier, I forgot who it was talking about the stages. Now, women with really small children go through a period of hell. So they would have to be excluded from this little comparison.
So a follow-up question, Reese, before CJ goes is, if staying with kids at home makes women so happy, why do they keep saying that a stay-at-home mama is the worst profession, the most difficult profession in the